Good evening, guys. How are we doing? It's Wednesday or something, 7 p.m., and we're going to be playing some more Request Next Landmark. Again, doing an evening stream tonight. Still on jury duty. Still doing that thing. And I know that's also going to be the case tomorrow. So also going to be doing an evening stream tomorrow as well. So no morning stream. Kat is wrecking her usual havoc. All is right with the world, I guess. So, and good evening to the guys who are already chatting away in chat. I see you. I've been lurking, but kind of prepping. So, good evening, Dutch Tiger, Rema, and Kegel, and Tess, and Wick, and all the peoples. And I don't know why my intro music was loud. I'm going to blame the cat, which actually could be feasible because it actually does increase in volume if I increase my desktop volume. And since there's like a little roller thing on the, yeah, it could actually be legitimately the cat. Liza's 3 on Thursday. Yeah, Rema, you said you were going to bed like 45 minutes ago. Like, I love that you're here, but you gotta go to bed, bro. Ara has been stalking us in chat, indeed. And by the way, Dutch Tiger, I don't know if you saw, but if you need wood, like, I have wood. I have a lot of wood. In fact, it's like, I have an overwhelming amount of wood, so just come get it. Okay, well, it was fine for you. Well, that's good. Hey, sheep herder. Good evening. And you're about to hear a beep. That's my tea. 1 sec. And again, I still haven't had time, like, because in order to fix all the like all the weirdness with the AFK screen, I'm gonna have to basically redo everything on XSplit, and I just haven't had the fortitude to do that yet. So not with everything that's going on. So no AFK screen. We're just gonna have ghetto walk away AFK. So I'll be right back in like 30 seconds. I just got poor tea. Alright, so just a little bit more business before we get started. Number one, don't forget about the giveaway, guys. So tomorrow, going to be doing a humongous, crazy, ridiculous giveaway. 2 Trailblazer packs. Got those codes already from SOE, which is awesome. Basically, they were supposed to send me one, and then she forgot, so she sent me another one, and I was just like, yay! And the Explorer pack. It's actually the one from Mitzi last weekend. With the confusion with the follower business, I was happy to give it to her, but she actually decided, you know what, she felt better if she just purchased her own. She actually got a Trailblazer pack, so she gave that other one to me, so I'm going to be giving that away as well. And Omid sent me like a crap load of Prime Grapplers, so all the Prime Grapplers, because I figured might as well give them all away for anyone who doesn't have one. Might even enter myself. I actually do not have one for that because they go away in alpha, and that's like, you know, I'm going to be ending either, so beta starts either March 31st or before. So don't forget your katana. There's a guy behind your door. No more haunted, no more hauntings, no more nailed rats. I did walk out this morning and was very happy to discover there were no dead animals like nailed to my door. Nothing like that. So I think we're in the clear, hopefully, but you never know. So yeah, so katana is safely put away in the guest bedroom where it will hurt no one. So by the way, it looks like the update, yes, the update has been pushed back. It was supposed to be today, it's going to be tomorrow. And if they go according to pattern, I'm guessing it's going to start probably early-ish. Again, probably, if I had to guess, probably 11 a.m. is when they're going to try to get that going. Yes, for all giveaways now, it's Twitch. It's Twitch TOS. I'm gonna put up. I actually made like an official little screen. Basically, I'll explain all of this tomorrow. But follower, present. Yeah, you gotta be there. You gotta be 18, and you have to be a U.S. resident. I did check. It's not North American. It is U.S. resident. You don't have to be citizen, but it has to be a U.S. resident. And, the latter two, the 18 plus and U.S. resident, I have nothing to do with that. That's all Twitch. So I'll go over that in greater detail tomorrow, but how that's going to work. But, yeah. For Prime Grappler. Oh, but by the way, on the grapplers, you can still totally win on from like, well, I don't know. Actually, it's going to be affecting all channels. I don't know. Yeah, it's Twitch. I'm sorry. Hey, X-Mizzy! So, as you can see, I did the basement down here, got a little bit of a facelift. I'm going to be converting this to the wine cellar, so I thought I'd start kind of moving things along down here. And yeah, hopefully Twitch finds another way, I guess. Hopefully Twitch nails out some better... Kegel, it's a brand new restriction. They just implemented this like last Friday or Saturday. Where the new terms of service went up, and they're being really strict about enforcing it. Like Towley, who's one of the oldest and most, one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, got banned, and then I think, after that they brought him back. But it's just it's very much a sticky wicket and not something we want to mess with, because we don't want anyone getting banned, me or anyone else. So, okay, yeah, it's more about international tax laws, and it also has to do with like, I think it gets into like gambling kind of laws, and just like it's not good, but that's the rules. So I'm gonna be doing a wine cellar down here. I was thinking, and also like barrels. I was thinking of, or barrels, barrels, but chests and stuff. Yeah, Kegel, it was totally crazy. And I think Twitch, I believe, they're going to be, I hope, none of this isn't based on anything I've seen, just I like to think that I hope that they're going to find a more elegant way to deal with it, other than just like flat banning giveaways for like everyone except U.S. citizens, or U.S. residents rather. And Shanks, it is better than any craftable version. It's the Prime Grappler. I don't have one, so I can't show you the stats, unfortunately. I have like 20 codes, but they're not for me. They're for you guys, so I haven't used one. But yeah, they are better. They are better in all respects. I figure there's going to be so much wood down here. Might as well keep this iron. Yes, wine barrels. There will be wine barrels. I think I'm going to be doing the barrels like right here, primarily because I had to do this because of the ceiling, or rather because of the floor structure over here. And I've said this a million times, but it is true. Like anytime you're confronted with like a weird like this is what this does underneath is weird, and so if you're it's kind of an opportunity to like. Now I'm going to turn it into like rows of barrels, and I don't know particularly how I'm going to do that yet, but I think it's going to involve some tables turned upside down and then barrels going in it. So I think that's where this is heading. And I think somewhere I have chests or something. I don't know. I know, Iclithid. I know, it's so exciting. Basically, ever since Monday was ridiculous for my channel. Of course, when I was trying to have a short stream and like get out of here early, Omid dropped by and was just like, hey, dead bump, Omid bump, and I was just like, this is awesome, but oh my god, I was gonna go, and then I ended up staying and I was late, but it ended up really awesome because I absolutely, like, up until that point, my maximum viewers were like, I think I'd hit 52 on Saturday, and I smashed it with like 82, and I was just like, super excited. And it's just been kicking ever since. Super cool. Dutch Tiger says, I don't see how giveaways are gambling stuff. You know how it is. Okay, how it got complicated? How it got complicated is that, I mean, in my case, donations aren't part of the giveaways, but on some channels they did. It's not how I would do it, but a lot of people did, where it was along the lines of, like, it was more like a raffle, where you would like purchase additional tickets kind of thing, or subscriber only kinds of stuff, and it just basically where real money entered in, and like you would purchase stuff with it was just it got a little muddy, and I think that's where the gambling stuff comes into it. Yes, that's the other thing. That's why Omid actually dropped by, is to tell me that I'm on the, basically, I think it is, if you're in the, I know it's if you're within like the top 3 or 4, sub-only raffles, as Wick said. If you're within the top 3 or 4 streamers for Landmark, as in, by viewer count, when you're live, and I'm guessing you have to be like above a certain, like, I think there's a minimum threshold, which I don't know what it is. Then you get on the front page, which, and my icon happens to be my face, so you're just like, it's my face, and I'm like drinking tea, and it's fun and awesome. So, yeah. So tonight, going to be working on the wine cellar. I had a funny revelation. I was just sort of like, well, I'm really excited about this wine cellar. Now, what does a wine cellar look like? Because I don't have one. I don't really know anyone that does have one, and I'm just not that. I am an incredible lightweight. I'm an incredible lightweight, and so I don't really drink a lot of alcohol because it's bad, it's ugly, at least for me. I'm not like opposed to it or anything. I just don't. I can't. I am on the front page now. I didn't actually see. I must verify because it's still really exciting for me. I am. Sweet. My face. Get back to the chat. And hey, Xander Vanguard, good evening. And hey, Wick, I don't think I said hey to Wick. So yeah. Arches. Voidless had done it with arches. What had done what with arches? And Rana says, technically you're laundering French money with the 2 Explorer packs I sent you, or I'm evading taxes, or you are, or something no one knows except lawyers. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Although, like, any, like, donation money, anything like that, like, or if you're like a partner on Twitch and you get subscribers, all of that is like completely official and taxed. So now, like, the game code is a little different. Ew, pictures of wine cellars. Yeah, so basically I hit Pinterest and was just kind of getting ideas, and there's 2 things that I'm kind of gathering that I really, really need. One is there's going to be a lot of wood tones. I've noticed rich wood is really important. Yeah, those are awesome. Thank you for that, Dutch. I've got them both open now. So I came down here for a reason. Oh yeah, so Dutch, you wanted wood, bro. I've got wood. Come get some wood. Bro. Come get some wood. Kegel asks, Ara, what is your view on ordering salads when you go out for dinner? I hate salad. I like lettuce. I like the stuff that I hate salad dressing. So I hate salad. I'll take I'll soup, like a soup, and then like something else, like pasta, just anything. I don't care. Like, I'll eat a lot of stuff, but not salad. I don't know. So I'm thinking of using a small wooden table, maybe tipped up on its side, or possibly the other one, the benchy looking one, which I don't even know where I have that. Might have to make a new one. You're welcome. As a French guy, I'm supposed to know how it looks like. All right. Oh man. Okay, what the heck? So it's not the painted table. It's not. Although that could be useful, actually. Maybe turn on its like upended, maybe. But what I'm looking for is not that, not that, that. That's what I'm looking for. So copper, which I probably don't have a ton of. Hopefully I have enough. And plain wood planks. So I need probably like a crap ton. Romano salad. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, he's like, okay, I'm sold on this no salad answer. Will you marry me? Alas, that is not in the cards. But that's funny though. So I need like 20 maybe. Like let's start with like 4 or something. The 9-hour time difference might make that a bit tricky. I think that would be tricky. I need 20 copper ingots and 40. I guess I can math. 40 plain wood thingies. So I had some, but did I have 5? I had 5. So why is salad significant? I'm just really curious. Yum. I went for my good tea tonight. It was long day. Went for the good tea, even though I'm running out. And I promised myself I wouldn't buy any more until I went through my other tea, because it's not the cheapest stuff in the world. I have 100 copper ingots if you need it. I haven't seen yet, but hopefully I'll be okay. I've already, of course, forgotten how much I need. Like 20? I'll be okay. I hope I'll be okay. So by the way, Voidless has made like 2 U-shapes to hold the barrel on its side so you can see the second wine, like you see on the second wine cellar picture. I already have that open. Oh, it's kind of like an arch, but like with this, not a complete arch, basically. I was thinking of doing the same thing, except with the table turned upside down. It may not work. I don't know. Why is that significant? You need to scroll the chat back to like 2 hours ago. Isn't it like... Oh, I refreshed. It is not possible. I'm sorry. I'll never know, I guess. Yeah, I refreshed when I started the stream so I could make sure that the quality and stuff was good. Oh, really? That was your question, Xmissy? That's awesome. That's super cool. I think they forgot to like show player submissions. I think they like, I don't know, because they mentioned it. She was like, "Oh, we're gonna show player submissions," and then it's like, "Whoop, okay, now we're done." So I always look forward to that part because it's so awesome to see what people are doing. Salad's significance can't be summarized. Rich, your game won't stop crashing? Was it working before? Where did my chests go? I had chests. Do I not have them? Did I put them somewhere? That's torches. Did they like give them an icon that I'm not even recognizing? Oh, I didn't actually make the table. Derp derp. Actually, I should probably stop with like 1 and see if it works, and then if it works, continue on. They showed 1 bar. Oh, yeah, they showed 1 bar. Like, they showed the, yeah, because that was like a player event, kind of. And yeah, Rich tried, oh, you already tried that, sorry. Oh, Kegel says we had to talk about women on dates and then morning salad, and Ramon knows it's salads by now. I'm of a mind that women need to eat real food and not rabbit food. I generally agree. I don't know where my chests are. It's vexing. Oh. Right in front of my face is the answer. So I'm going to do a similar thing that I did in the previous house. I'm going to put 2 and 2 on a shelf. And then I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do over here yet, but I will do something. I'm going to do this with barrels, and then this is going to be something. I don't really know. We'll have to see how it looks like once I've got everything else done. So, yeah, that's the plan. The bar was actually, yeah, the bar was the player event. Exactly, Dutch Tiger. So, yeah, I think they just kind of forgot, which makes it. I mean, they ran over time, so. I really liked the, like the building demo they did with Domino. That was pretty cool. Hey, Xanabir. What the heck am I doing? Let's start with this, I guess. And I may end up resizing, and I may even be able to fit a 3rd row, maybe? We'll see. I don't really need 3 chests, but, or more than, I don't even need this many, but why not? So I'm thinking, actually, I think it would be maybe better if I just put elevated the 2 on a shelf and then another shelf, perhaps. And that way it doesn't take up as much, it doesn't feel as cluttered over here. So maybe have it on like a little shelf like this. You know, the shelf that you can't see. You know, that shelf. Because I think if I added, excuse me, if I added a 3rd row, I think it'd be way too busy now that I kind of mull it over. Love the stone pathway. Nice, thank you. I want a pentapod. Yeah, how cute was the pentapod, guys? I thought that was really cute. It sounded like she still, well, actually no, she said she still sews. I didn't quite catch if she still makes pentapods or if that's sort of become an effective collector's item, a limited edition. But I imagine after the stream, if she does make pentapods, that people will totally buy them, and I myself would consider it. I like having little plushies. Like I have an Enderman. He sits by my desk, my little Enderman. Hey, Grimfire, good evening. Wahaha, Dave retweeted my giant hill house. Nice. Sweet. Guess I should rotate this thing. I actually might not have to scale these this time. That would be convenient. That's kind of nice. Oh my gosh, they announced tweak mode. That sounds really, really incredible. I thought the little bit about twerk mode was kind of funny, but shoot. This reminds me, anyone from Eve will recognize, like if you try to scan and move a probe and you try to do it without being, like if you do it like where you're on the axis like this, and it freaks out. This does the same thing. So, When did they put chess in the game? It's been a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago? Is that still rotated? No, it's just kind of... So I'm thinking shelves under these. I actually probably should have put those on a height. That made sense, but... Well, there's my answer, I guess, on whether it's rotated or not. It's very much rotated. There we go. There we go. Looking better. I feel like these need, like... Well, first off, like, I need to maybe move these away from the wall so they're not, like, up against the wall. But, it's slightly more centered on the shelf. Centered. I feel like these might need those little, like... I want to put in the little, like, scrolly bits. You know what I'm talking about, the scrolly bits? What's up, Aaron, people? Oh! Hey, Dave Georgeson! I didn't see you there! Good evening! How we doing? I don't understand the new Eve scanning mode. It's the same. It's the same. Keep trying. Listening to Ara, I'm building on my own claim. Ara Radio. It's apparently an extremely common thing. Is radio. I don't know. Yeah. Everyone say hi to Dave. Flood the chat. Yeah, I'm totally tempted to make those little. You know what I'm talking about too. Like every picture, it's very rare, in my opinion, to see oh, Dutchie, you're here. Okay. To see a modern wine cellar. Usually wine cellars look pretty, like they like to have, like, the wine cellar likes it, because that makes sense. A lot of people have their wine cellars really more classic, more, the word's really not, what's the word for that? There's like a design word for, it's meant to be elegant, I don't know. So wood for Dutchie. How much you need, bro? Let me know in chat. And is it just me, or did they totally improve the, like, radius? Like, I just traded from him, and I'm, like, 4 feet away. It used to be that you had to be like, bro, come here, trade with me. Like, did that actually get did that actually get changed, or is that just me? Did I get lucky? Okay, I'm gonna give you what I have on me, and then I'll go to my vault. Oh, it's taking its time. Get over there, get over there, get over there. Kegel said, we missed you on Landmark Live. Yes, we did! Where were you, Dave? Did you actually, like, take a day out? Are you sure? I should probably ask you that in... Oh man. Oh shoot. Hold up. Oh, and Dave Georgeson says he's still messing with microvoxels again, still whatever. Wick asked Dave, does staff ever use Uber staff commands to sneak into locked areas inside of people's claims? Well, we can't really lock areas yet, but I imagine when we can. Kegel said, you can make it up to us by doing a new SO emote, Dave emote video for EQN Landmark, though. can't, so, I don't know if it's just delay or what. But it's like not all my little wood drags are going. That number Satan and Demonum looked huge. Like I was like, whoa, this number. I thought it was like random, but it's actually, there could be a 0, 45, 90, 135, 180, 225, 270, and 315 degree to rotate props. And Dave Georgeson had said, Kegel never, and if we did, you would never know we were there. We never touch anything on the live servers. Okay, I'm just going to hit accept because it doesn't seem to be updating anyway. Let's see, what can I? But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they always seem really like this intricate and very classic kind of design, I guess, is what you see with like lots of, I don't know. The word, like the design word is totally not coming to me right now. Wicked said, Ara, make a big hollow box, delete a door section, run in, Control Z. Are you trying to trap me? And I'm getting lots of links now to modern wine cellars. This is awesome. Yeah, well, that kind of thing with that kind of iron scrolly, but also like the iron is cool, but also in wood, like lots of like carved wood kind of stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I just always see it like with like cellars in particular. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just catching up in chat. Ooh, that's a neat cellar. Expensive. I like that. Era, no, that's how you make a locked off area of your claim. Yeah, kind of vintage. Well, not rustic, really, although a lot of places are. Taylor. I'm kind of talking about. Oh God, I can't remember the freaking word. Why don't I know this word? Ah! Brain failing. Oh yeah, no problem, Dutch Schneider. Hopefully it serves you well. I don't know. God. Actually, I do know exactly why I can't use my brain today. It's because I filled it up with trial things. I've been doing my civic duty all day. And learning all sorts of fun and interesting things about the court system. For those of you who don't know, yesterday I went to jury duty, and despite everyone I know telling me, "Oh, you'll never ever get picked," I've been on jury duty a million times. I never got picked. Yeah, my first time there, got picked on a trial. So. Hopefully that'll be done by this week and we can return to our normal stream schedule next week. But until then, we're going to be doing evening streams. That's what's up with 7 p.m. Rama, go to bed! Dude, go to bed! You've been chatting for you've been saying you're going to go to bed for 2 hours. Good night! Love your dedication. Don't get me wrong, but go to sleep. So Dave and I have been asking the same question since the first day we got access to the forums. Will we ever see... Oh, Dave, I have been asking the same question. Will we ever see a cylinder tool? Dave Georgeson says, Kegel, we're debating. To be honest, we would much rather continue refining the tools until it's easy to make a cylinder. Shape blocks are crutches that we would prefer not to use. Grandma! Grandma! I wish I could make recessed lighting right here. How cool would that be? I'm definitely going to try to do it over here because I think I can swing it. I think that'd be really cool to have recessed lighting over the barrels that are going to be right here. But I'd like to do it right here, but I don't... Unless I made a cubby? Could I make a cubby? This might be dumb. This could be really dumb. I don't know. But like if I made like a cubby is literally the only word I know to describe it. Traditional! Guys, it's traditional! I've been trying to figure out what's that kind of decor kind of called? It's traditional. I was saying classic, it's traditional. Ha! Man. Night, Rana! Watch out for the air, don't let the air mites bite. Satan Demonum says, well, I'm doing good with sphere to create cylinders, you just gotta make templates with basic shapes. I think Dave Georgeson says, I think I talked to the art team into making some more lights soon. We'll see. Ooh, that would be really cool. I would love to see some more lights. Oh, and Dave Georgeson, by the way, you can help a girl out and see if there's any sort of sphere coming in, like a prop sphere coming in, because voxels aren't doing it because they deform and blend in all sorts of weird ways. But I'm trying to make, those like, I've seen them with Samsung, I've seen them with Maytag, those like nice, like beautiful washers that I'm just like obsessed with, but I can't get. Dave Georgeson, that's the word. It's traditional. It's totally it. Don't quote me, I'll burn in our hell. Okay, I'm sorry, I got the information from somewhere else. But yeah, just like if I could have like a spherical prop, like there's circle props, but there's no spherical props. There's nothing with like a rounded edge. I even tried the bucket. That's why I've got the bucket, but it's not good. So like literally, I want the little dome, like the little like window that you can see. Like it doesn't even have to be like just a dome. Like that would be really, really cool. But new lights, if and when we get new lights, that would be really freaking sweet. I'd be quite the happy camper. Quite the happy camper indeed. So, I'm just going to close this off because I didn't realize it was all like, open and stuff. Although this still has quite a ways to go in this area, but just because I'm here and I noticed it. As we have all kind of gathered by now, I kind of have ADD when it comes to, not in the clinical sense, but in the sense of, when I'm working on my claim and I'm trying to figure out like what to do, I can't seem to really control myself, and I kind of, I do all the things. So that probably makes for a very chaotic stream, but don't know. That's just how I roll. Kegel said, what about lighting and darkness in rooms? My walled-off rooms are very lighted compared to what they should be. If I make an enclosed room, it should be dark as night. Oh, because of the ambient light? Dave Georgeson had said, good idea to make a sphere that could be sized as a prop. Dutch Tiger said, ooh, new lights, yay! Could they give a bit more light since sometimes it's pretty dark at night in a house with the lights we've got now? And Cecil says, hey Dave, this game rocks, you rock. No, you rock. And Dave had said, it's a very big team effort, which I'm sure is indeed the case. So we're going to move this up and like do this. And I just realized I should probably use a different material, but we're just going with it. So I'm thinking, actually probably not even that big of a, but I am liking the wood up there. You know what I'm talking about? Just a lot of wine cellars just have a really heavy wood element, just like and it's almost always really rich wood. Like you don't see birch in a wine cellar. When's the last time, be honest, when's the last time you saw birch in a wine cellar? I dare you. I'm going to get a whole bunch of responses to that. And Mr. Pascal Scherer, good evening. Your new face. Oh, and Mr. Pascal, good thing you asked. Since I've gotten some new viewers, I will reiterate the fact I'm doing a big fat stinking giveaway tomorrow at 7 p.m. I've got 2 Trailblazer packs to give away, which is super exciting. Basically, they were going to give me one, and she forgot initially, and then she was like, whoop, here's another one. And I'm like, ah, you know, I'm like, woo, super cool. So I'm going to give away 2. And I have an Explorer pack as well, because when I did the giveaway last weekend, the first one went to Mitzi, and there's a little bit of confusion about the follower thing, and I had given it to her anyway because I thought that seemed like the fair thing to do. But she decided, you know what, I would feel better, and she went actually and purchased a Trailblazer pack on her own. So she gave that one back to me, the Explorer pack back to me. So I've got 2 Trailblazer packs and an Explorer pack, and Omid gave me a crap ton of Prime Coppers. So all that's going to be given away tomorrow. I'm not going to spread it out, because if I spread it out, that means someone's not going to get as much time in Alpha, which doesn't seem like the best thing to do. I want everyone to be playing this game because it's so awesome. So giving it all away. Giving it all away tomorrow at 7. And so the regulations for that, courtesy of Twitch. First of all, you're going to have to be following me. That's my regulation. You'll have to be there because you have to be there. And then you have to be over 18, and you have to be a U.S. resident. The last 2 I have nothing to do with. It's Twitch taking up with them. Until they change their rules, I've got to if and when they change their rules, I'll of course update that. But for now, that's what they're doing. So I gotta abide. Chat was really fast while I was doing my talking. Wick asked, Dave, do you have plans to fix the reverse air buffer problem on the smoothing the cage tomorrow? And Dave Georgeson said not yet, and suggested to let this be Ara's show. I'm okay with sharing. I'm okay. Oh my, this almost got me deaf. Was I louder when I did it? How about you lobby her to ask stuff? Oh man. Your wine cellar needs many leather-bound books and the rich smell of mahogany. If there was like a smelling tool, I'd totally use it. Like, I would make it smell like, can you imagine? It's so, oh man, the games of 2020. Can you imagine? Smelling tool. And I feel like when I say that, that's sort of like, you know, in the 50s when they're like, and then in 2000, we're all going to be driving flying cars. But, you know. I think I've already asked Dave about glass. I think I asked Dave. Dave, didn't I ask you about glass? But in case I didn't, how about glass? 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 Yeah? Because you know what? You know what makes a big difference when you're building with floor-to-ceiling windows? Glass. Glass makes a big difference. So actually, yeah, I would totally love to know that. Well, let's see. What do I want? Lanterns? Or something? Like, I think 3 of them. Like, just all the light. Just, like, tons of... And what do you know? I have 3 lanterns. That worked out nicely. Let's see. I don't know if I want them right side up or upside down yet. I'll, stick them in there and see. And I was pleased to discover the other day that duplicate is working kind of as expected now. So that's exciting. Let's see how far I can move them up without them peeping out the floor, because you know that's key. So that's not peeping out, but it probably is going to have a halo effect, and I don't know if I care. So we'll see what that looks like at night. I don't know if I care. Ara, will your garden be full of flowers and butterflies? Probably. Although actually probably maybe not as much flowers, maybe a few flowers, but actually a lot more ferns. I wanted to really play on the old growth thing. I might even throw in some like fungus. That sounds attractive, but it'll be cool. Mr. Pascal, that'll be Pacific, 7 p.m. Pacific. And by the way, as far as like residency, I'll tell you all more about this tomorrow. Don't you worry about it. But basically, it's I've got some stuff prepared. So basically it's going to be like your entering is you telling me that you agree to, that you are, fit the eligibility. I mean, obviously I'm not the CIA. I can't verify anything. And I can't even actually ask. Like, I legally can't ask where you're from. Like, that's according to other Twitch rules. So I don't really know how they expect us to do this stuff. But, and so we're all in the honor system, guys, to play fairly. This is a game, Dave Georgeson said, this is a game of imagination. Bring your own glass and water. It's coming, he says. Live streams without Dave feel so empty. We need more Dave. How old am I? I'm 24, sheepherder. Only because Ara falls out of glassless windows. They're actually great for doors. They are great for doors. But yeah, Ladian, that's actually one of the primary. I hope we at least have glass by the time we have any kind of combat or any kind of mobs, because this house isn't going to be that safe if I'm like I'm imagining the Minecraft equivalent, right? Of running from a creeper, and I'm like, oh crap, the creeper, and I'm like, and then it gets going, it's doing its thing. So this isn't gonna do it. Yeah, Athmail, 24. They should hire more Daves. I agree, the world needs more Daves. Yeah, Wick said, Wick was telling us the other day about he made a giant hourglass without glass. Like, that's pretty awesome. Bring your own imagination. One sec, guys. I think if we basically duplicated the SOE team, all the people we've met from the SOE team, I'm pretty sure that the world would be a better place with more in general. Oh, it didn't work this time. Wah, wah, wah. So, yeah, duplicate worked the other day. I got a pillow that was nice and scaled right, which was kind of cool, but it is not meant to be this time. Home invasion, the MMO, yeah. Yeah, this place wasn't exactly made with security and it's at the forefront of my mind. I noticed for some reason this build seems to be going a lot more I think it's because it's going a lot more slowly, and I have a feeling it's just because this place just has a lot more square footage. That's and because of the jury duty thing kind of makes a big difference too, because I'm not here during the day, which is odd and annoying. I think I just rotated that chest without meaning to. I did. No, I didn't, but it's not right anyway. Closest pronunciation I've heard to my name yet. Hey, Dave. Good evening. Well, I'm glad I got, is it Ladian or Ladine? When talking of mobs, any more trying to get to open your front door tonight? No, I have not been I've not had the crap scared out of me tonight yet. Hopefully not going to. I've been trying to keep an eye on my cat to make sure she's not the one opening the door. For those of you who don't know, who weren't tuned in last night, basically, last night I was getting kind of paranoid because the deadbolt on my door went click, and basically my front door was unlocked while I'm the only one home, and the cat is right there. She doesn't know how to open the front door, which is a whole other thing, but she was within view. She could not have done it. And so it was a kind of scary experience, especially because my paranoia kind of went crazy, and I'm thinking, oh my god, it's like witness intimidation, or not witness intimidation, like juror intimidation, and then, total and utter glorification of my role, which is basically sit and listen to stuff, but whatever. That's where my brain went, and so I was sitting here with my katana, just totally ready to go. It was Aramites. That's probably true, Tess. That is, it's a far more likely story than the one I my brain had concocted, but that didn't stop the fact that stop it from being scary. As we were discussing, I'm a huge baby when it comes to like horror movies and stuff, and so my brain just went crazy. It was just one of those like rationality nowhere to be found. It was just I was very scared. Tweeting in the new patch. Ooh. Tweeting in the new patch should help a lot with stacking. Original sort fee? Stacking? With what stacking? I missed the Landmark live stream tonight. Can anyone give me a Reader's Digest? Oh, shoot, I don't have the link. There's a site that like they do it within hours. It's really kind of crazy and amazing. They do. I started taking notes though. Let me see if I can bring them up. I started taking notes and I got distracted and stopped. But they had Steve Klug on. They had him on talking about tech a little bit, and they were talking about gears and how it can be a couple of different factors. Ooh, not the chest. How it can be a couple of different things that contribute to that. They were saying it could be either like your network connection or your CPU. That's not usually actual rubber banding, like network rubber banding, but it's like it's just a delay in the world generation. I can live with it. Yeah, I like the lighting though, having that like that. I do like that. Yeah, Dave, it was creepy and it was scary, and I don't want it to happen again. And I don't have a baseball bat, but I have a sword. So I figure it's marginally more effective than I also have a recurve bow. But given the tips on those things, which are just for target practice, I figured that sword is probably a little bit more intimidating or something. Yeah, I have a katana. It's totally like from eBay. It's not like a legit, like super legit katana, but it's sharp. It would hurt you. I've cut myself with it because that's how I roll. Ara, the closest bulgy, circly thing I could get in a few minutes. So the limitation wick that I kept running into, that's pretty good. The limitation that I kept running into, is that with like, what'd you do with that? Did you use like wet, like the shape blocks? Is that what that is? Like, is that like these kinds of guys? The problem is that they basically, it didn't want to do it cleanly, given that not only was it on a flat surface, it was on a flat surface with edges. That was the cat did it mentally. Oh, it's an I. Aiden. Okay, gotcha. Oh, tweaking. Yeah, they were talking about tweak mode. Yeah, that was a big one. Tweak mode, which was, yeah, like you could like basically, instead of having, if you're placing something, you could basically lock it so that, it wouldn't follow your mouse pointer anymore, and you can like move around and make sure it's actually like placed where you want it, which sounds really good because I'm horrible at copy and pasting things in this game. So that'll be a welcome thing. How did I keep messing up these chests? Yeah, no twerk mode, just tweak mode. And yeah, Arthmail, it's I wrote, okay, so here's what I wrote. I said that they had said either the data hasn't arrived to build the world, or your CPU is still crunching the numbers to build the world. And that hopefully they're planning several like optimization patches that'll help with that. This is only phase 1 of. Are you referring to tweak mode, Dave? He's saying this is only phase 1. There's a phase 2 next week. Woo! Chill. Dave, you guys, am I gonna be needing to like? Are we gonna need to send in the pizza brigade this time? Like, you guys gonna be okay? Okay tomorrow? I felt so bad about like how crazy late you guys were having to work last time. Alright, let's see. I wanted to try this. I don't know if it'll work, but I don't like the material. Let's see. Let's before I nix it, let's try it, I guess. So try this. Rotate it so it's upside down. I wish it was a little more red, but I can live with it. You know, because the floor is so rich. I wish the wood was maybe just a slight bit warmer, although that may be the lighting. Because it's nighttime, and so everything looks a little cooler. Yes, tweak mode. Woohoo! Or rather, tools consolidation as we described it in the roadmap. We're good. We live this way. It's normal for us. Crazy. Let's see. If I go put it down more. So I'm thinking of barrels, right? And the nice thing about this is I think it'll stack nicely. I don't know. So, but it needs to be scaled. Right? And then a barrel. Right? Does that kind of work? The colors changed on the props though. They used to be darker. I know they were more white. Did they? I don't know if they actually changed or if it's just the white. Oh, it's daytime. Maybe it's because it's kind of early. It strikes me that put the table down. Yeah, wasn't that a little darker? That could be totally my imagination. I don't remember those either. I don't know. Yeah, it strikes me that they were maybe closer to the thumbnail, if that makes sense. Like, didn't I have others? Oh, no, I didn't make them. Go back to my basement. When you decided to work in the games industry, you're making a lifestyle choice. Yeah, that was actually one of the things. When I first entered college and had stars in my eyes, I really wanted to work on. I couldn't decide if I wanted to, work somewhere on games or on movies. Either one was sounding really crazy cool to me. Hey, Jay Chase, good evening. And one of the things that kept me from it is the more art classes I took, the more I found that I had trouble being creative on demand, and also like just kind of the hours of it. I was just like, whoa, I don't know how you guys do this. So probably not gonna use the. Probably gonna go with a medium barrel. That looks more wine-ish, winey. Let's go with 3 more. They are both lifestyle choices, movie and games. Yeah, especially like I don't know if games are like this, but with movies, when I talked to people, what they had said was it's very seasonal too. Like you get picked up for a movie and you might not still have a job at the end of that movie, and then you're like job hunting like half the year, and then when you're on, it's obviously like crazy pressure. I did both. They both take your life. It's just so inspiring. Like the first time I remember when Pirates of the Caribbean and Dead Man's Chest came out, and I saw Davy Jones with the like tentacles and like all the lighting they put on him. I was just like mind blown. I was just like, I want to do that. I want to do something with that. And I spent years trying to pursue it, and it just, the more I got into it, and the more I'm like, no, this is not the right call for me. Massive respect for those of you though. Okay, I should probably make some barrels too while I'm down here, because I know I'm going to need them. At least 4. Maybe even 5, like have one like standing. Okay, so I need 10 more iron and 40 plywood plank. Legendary pick. Oh my, that was a gift. A wonderful gift from one of your fellow viewers, Vengeance in Game. He got lucky enough to have 2, and he gave me one of them. So got a legendary pick, and it's absolutely amazing. Really, really good. Burke Dave asked Dave. Are you planning to keep the same name structure when this game goes live? One thing that's always an issue in MMOs is the lack of name availability. Should I post the question on the Landmark forums? And Wick had said, Dave, my last job was at a game company. There were a couple of hell days that pushed over 48 hours. Launches are hell, especially when you stagger them by region. Yeah, so I made the brilliant decision I was like, oh, games, or the games and movie industry, the hours are pretty crazy. I know, I'm going to go into medicine. I don't know where my brain goes, guys, when I make these, like, really important decisions. It's one of those things where I'm a pretty darn good student no matter kind of what you drop me in. Like, I learn well. Like, and I'm fascinated by a lot of stuff. Like, you could probably get me into, like, the intricacies of, like, truck driving, and I would be totally fascinated by it and want to know more and probably want to be a truck driver because of it. I'm just that way. Like, I'm a sponge. I like to absorb info. And I got, I went and switched my major, switched schools, moved, did the whole thing. Went to a good school for pre-med. And yeah, crazy. Medicine is a bit better decision, maybe not cool, but better career decision. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. On so many levels, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah, medicine. I found the MCAT to be a pretty large barrier for entry, just more mentally than anything else. Maybe once you get done with school and residency and a bunch of years, either building a business or getting experience. But yeah, that's what I started thinking about. I was like, oh my god, if I had to switch majors from art to bio, which is a pretty major change, and because of changing schools, there was a lot of, I had to repeat a good chunk of general ed. And so, it makes 2. Whoops. Because of that, it basically took me 5 years to graduate, and then and then I took an off year. And when all that added up, I'm like, okay, so here's how this is going to work. So 4 years in med school. Well, first of all, I have to apply. That takes a while. And then 4 years in med school. And then 3 years in residency. And then more if I specialize in something. And then you're going to put in some years before you can even think about, you're going to be, an underling for a while. And I was just like, whether it's as a fellow or just, trying to build reputation. You can't just open up your own practice straight out of your residency. It doesn't happen. And so it's just I was like, so basically I'm going to be 35 before I have any solidity in my career whatsoever. And I'm just like, not only does that, but it's just it's a big time suck, life suck. So I don't know. It's I think I would really enjoy the work of it. I think I would really find that, very stimulating, and I still very much kind of want to do it. I still haven't remembered did I even make the barrels? Did I make the tables? Oh, I made them. Okay. Quickie wine cast rack. I'm still obsessed with. I really liked how that came out. I like how that came out. One of the few times where the rustic door totally worked. Yeah, Dave Georgeson said, all about medicine being easier. Yeah. Jay Chase said, names can be non-unique. You and I could both be named Legolas, for instance. Legolas. Tess had said maybe once you get done with school and residency. Oh yeah, I read that. Okay, cool. And Wick had said you could he linked a wine rack. Oh, nice. That's basically an inverted arch, isn't it? Like doubled up. I kind of like the detail of the prop, but it is definitely, it definitely trends away from the modern feel, which I don't know if that's a problem necessarily for a cellar, just because it's kind of how they all are, isn't it? You can thin it out and make it more spindly and janky if you smooth it out when it's only one thick. That's funny, janky. Kegel also made a complete 360, went from editing for TV and films to fitness personal trainer, dietitian. Whew! That's another one. I had a best friend who made the complete opposite. She went from chem major to like a music major in violin. But she's doing great. It's really working out for her. So I'm kind of thinking, let's see how the barrel works with this. I think it'll kind of I think that'll maybe be the defining factor. Let's see how this barrel. It's a good size. That's a giant freaking barrel. Like, it's up to my character's eyeballs. Nice way to use the prop that way. I like it. It definitely, like, versus Wix that he did. The Wix is a lot cleaner, which generally I would gravitate towards because I generally do modern stuff. But I think this might be a place to make an exception, just because with a wine cellar, it kind of fits. I don't know. I'm going to try it out and see how it goes, or if it's just too much. Plus, I'm a little wary. I'm starting to almost like that these are sort of grayed out, desaturated, just because it's going to be a lot of wood in here, I think. I think when I'm all done, it's going to be a lot of wood in here. And so it'll be nice to kind of break it up and not have burled wood everywhere. As lovely as burled wood is. I love burled wood, but still. And the hey, Princess! Good evening. Okay, so rotate this sucker over. Move it into place. I think, did I like build off grid or something? Everything is rotating in Cricut. Like the default is Cricut. Like, okay, so those stairs are obviously on the voxel grid. Look at that. That center axis is definitely not coming in straight compared to, like, because that's not the line tool, that's just on the voxel grid. Weird. It would be nice if you can copy the prop exactly as you have placed. I swear I did it the other day with duplicate. I swear I did it, but maybe I'm just totally off. Where you right click and duplicate. I would think that would be the purpose of that. I don't know, but and it worked. I thought it worked the other day, and I tried it over here and it didn't work. So I don't know. It could be like, I don't know, buggy, or if it's just, I don't know. Error. So rotate like that. Make it actually straight. In-game names are important to me as a gamer. Me too. I hope to get the name Burlwood. Burlwood when this goes live. That's awesome. I'm just nervous that someone's going to troll me and take my name. Please don't do that. Don't take my name, please. Wix says dupe was changed to inherit scale and rotation. If it doesn't, it's probably a bug. Maybe I'll try it again. Maybe with the table, because that would be really convenient. Oh. Guys. Wick to the rescue. Sweet. I'm thinking 4 at least. I might need to go back and get another. Let's play with this, get that actually. I guess I better put a barrel in first and see how that fits, because if it doesn't fit, then I'm in trouble. Let's get that rotated so it's straight. Might need to change the scale. I don't know. Oh, it's like, oh, weird. It's like all tilted. Like every axis is tilted. There we go. I have to scale it up more. Actually, that kind of works. And you're not going to see the back. Like, there's not going to be any way to get actually back here. It's just sort of, I guess more of a depth thing and making sure it's all lined up and that kind of thing. Dutch Tiger had said it's supposed to work like that, referring to the duplicate feature. The duplicate should keep the same position and angle as the prop you duplicate. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just, since I did it over here with the light and it didn't work, I thought maybe I had just gotten lucky the other time or something. Or didn't realize, like, hadn't changed it as much as I thought, and so it was actually just going into default. Sure enough, let's get that. Oh, I really like this better with the once the prop is placed and you can manipulate all three axes like simultaneously. I like that. I like that a lot. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Up and down a little. Yep. Oh, what game was that? Aeon? I didn't play it that long because it drove me insane, but that was pretty funny. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good. Oh, I don't remember the name of the race that did. They look like chipmunks. It was pretty funny. Kegel had said, I believe Dave said there wasn't any unique names within your account name. Yeah, I know I've heard that before in an official capacity. I don't remember where I read it. I know it was a thing though, where it was going to be, where basically the username would be tied to your station, or like, you know, to your unique account name, and so basically you could, you know, that would make it unique, and so you could actually have the same name as someone else. Would also be nice to be able to press a button and pop up a grid for when you place stuff like props. Oh, like a grid, yeah, like a grid mode. I guess as a workaround, you could always just like real quick like paint in like it's a little ghetto, but it would work. You could like paint in real quick. I know I've done that before when using the line tool, where I'll just like paint in like that and see if it's straight because it's a little easier to see. In fact, mine's a little off, but not enough that I'm gonna fuss with it. You'll have a station account handle that is the suffix to your character name. There you go. There's your official answer. I'm sad that WildStar is going to be a pay-to-play game upon release. That's interesting. That's kind of interesting because it just seems to be the trend now. Like that's going against trend these days. It's kind of weird, odd decision. And was nice. It was the first MMO that got me into MMORPG. Whew, really? Grind much? And plus the combat animations were so long that it made combat feel really sticky. It felt gummy. Like it felt like you were playing with a keyboard with gum stuck between the keys. Like it was very irritating for me. I'm worried about showing the actual account name, both for account security reasons and because my account name is my real name. I don't remember. Oh yeah, no. I think I'll be alright. When and where will the handle be visible? These are valid questions. But I feel like if Dave Georgeson wants to build, then by God, he should build. Oh, we got an answer. Never mind. Never mind. Example, if my station account handle was Kickster, my character name was Smoke Jumper, then you would see me as Smoke Jumper in the game, but if you added me as a friend or I sent you a /tel, you would see smokejumper.kickster as my name, so you can tell me against all the other smoke jumpers that you know. Cool, then I don't have to worry about any trolls that try to like troll me by taking your idea. Because while I don't think members of the general public would do that, I absolutely know that my friend and EVFC would totally do it. That's just how he rolls. Who's back in town, by the way, right now, just because since I've got jury duty, and so I'm moving my EQN streams and doing them at night. It means I can't do Eve at night. So not doing any roams this week. but maybe over the weekend. But I really want to change my character name. I know eventually you're going to be able to pay to do that. That was later though, like a phase 5 kind of thing, if I remember correctly. They put that, for info on that, look at the business plan. It's in the forums, one of the top 2. I don't remember which one. And yeah, Prince, he's here, totally here. And I was gonna say in the flesh, is that? I don't know. Whatever, you get me. No, okay. Never has it taken so long to place 4 barrels and 4 tables. Burlwood.trailblazer, yeah! Burlwood.trailblazer. So much nerd cred, it's amazing. It'd just be rolling in nerd cred. I'm thinking 4, and then I feel like I want a thing here. I want a brown thing. I don't even know what kind of brown thing. A brown thing. Burled wood thing. Microvoxel thing? I want a thing right here. For balance and for contrast, because right now this is a lot of plaster. I mean, I could throw in some... Another thought would be to throw in some pillars right here, some like columns. Here and here, flanking this little area. I do that a lot though, so I don't really want to just immediately fall back to that. Area should just copy and paste the 2 you got there already. That would probably be a more efficient way to do it, wouldn't it? Yes. It's how I roll. It's how I roll. God. I don't know if this will actually grab the tables. I might have to go. We must go deeper. I did. Cool. Oh, what am I missing? Barrels? I'm missing barrels. How about a grid wall shelf for bottles? Yeah, I think that's going to be here. I could actually extend it this way. That might actually be a good thing, because then the entire wall becomes a feature, which is kind of cool. It makes it seem structural. I just realized this is still kind of weird. That's especially weird. And this, I don't really know what this is gonna be yet, and I'm still ticking. Ooh, updated pics of Grimfire's arena. Ooh, wow, you've made a ton of changes. I really like that rail. Wow, it looks like totally entirely different. I really like both rails, both the inner and the outer rails. They both look really nice. Are those microvoxel rails on the inner ring? And hey, Grimfire. Xmanzy asks, if, and only saying if I delete my character, do I lose all my crafting stations, materials, and building tools? Yeah, I think you do. I know people like accidentally deleted their character and ran into trouble. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I wouldn't do it unless you're like super duper sure about it. Goodfire says, yes, the gate over the pit is microvoxels. Yeah, it looks really good. What am I doing? I need barrels. Not the large ones. I need this. Okay, so I need... I had barrels. Really not. So I need... Oh, I never made the iron. That's why. Oh, and I'm just... It's way wet, guys. It's way wet. Am I going wet? Deep. Wick asked Grim if he floated his rail or figured out the smooth join. yeah, I'm still struggling. If anyone comes up with a good method for joining a microvoxel to a non-microvoxel, like a flat surface, I've got several areas where I've sort of limped along without it, and you know, I'm relatively satisfied if I can't get it, but if I can get a smoother join, that would probably be preferable. So if any of you microvoxel nuts out there have a good solution, I'll show you what I'm talking about right now. So this, I've got this little area defined. It's going to be like a little office that goes on to the living space. I'm going to put a built-in desk. It's going to be great, and I wanted it divided, but not like completely physically enclosed. So I made these like, I think I actually might make us do it with a slightly larger microvoxel, but that's beside the point. So I've got these microvoxel rods, essentially, wood rods, whatever, and they meet up with the flat floor. And I've tried a few things and never gotten them to be quite. This is the best I've gotten, and at the moment it's not super noticeable until I draw your attention to it. But if there's a better way. And Dave Georgeson confirmed that deleting your character loses everything except things you pay for, like founder stuff, marketplace, and player studio. That stuff is saved on an account level. So there's your answer. But yeah, and then the rail as well. I was experiencing. That's what this thing up here. I've got like a microvoxel and then like floating stuff. It looks kind of like either Thor's or like a really skinny handle on Thor's hammer or plunger. I don't know. I need to turn off the air actually, so it stops kicking on and making noise. But the cone of death is just really getting me. What happens when I replace these is I get the cone, just like over here. If I replace, that's what I've done here, and it looks like with this, at least it's kind of. While I would like a smooth join, this is also acceptable to me because it could just sort of be felt as like, well, that's the design of it, you know. It's like, okay, whatever. But yeah. So if anyone like Wick was experimenting with some stuff, and I don't know. All right, Kegel. Kegel's going to bed and he's like, don't play with your katana, which is probably a great idea because I'll probably hurt myself. Let's see. There's been multiple posts on the Landmark forums about making the Landmark pickaxe upgradable. Has there been any official response regarding this? I don't know. Yeah, the way Wick did it was nice looking, except he's been trying to recreate it and he hasn't figured out how he did it. Oh, Levin Cube, what's up? What's up, Levin Cube? I have a lot of material gathering to do, so to make props though. That's Grimfire about his arena. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Loving Cube. Sorry. Xander, you must have. Last night I got the crap scared out of me because the deadbolt twice on my door just popped unlocked, which was very scary for me because I heard it click and then there's no, like, I'm the only one here, and so it's just sort of freaky. So I totally whipped out my katana because I'm like, well, I guess this is my best bet. I'm sorry to hear that, Living Cube. I'm sorry. Wicked said, oh, I figured it out. I just want to see if anyone else figures out a better way because my way is a secret and will make me a millionaire on the player studio. You entrepreneur, you. Dave says there will be upgrade capabilities for tools and other things. We'll talk more about that later, though. A few details are still fluid. I think they mentioned stuff like that. Check the there was a building blocks video on the media, like if you check the media link for the official site, I don't remember who specific. I don't remember if it was like for upgrades. I don't think it was upgrades after creation, but it was at least getting a better pick or getting a better tool to start with. I'm sorry to hear that in your case. Also, Noix Odix. It's my best attempt at your name. I'm sorry. Xander, I'm actually going to take a very brief AFK. I want to just refill my tea, warm it up, turn off the air so it stops kicking on and causing a lot of white noise, which my mic just can't deal with. I've actually, so, burb. And no, I have no AFK screen based on the fact that it basically kills Expo at the moment. I haven't had time with everything that's going on during the day to redo the Expo stuff. So, burb. And Xander, just for you, I went and got it again. It's just a cheapy guy off eBay. Got it like 10 years ago. It's got an orchid on the hilt. Yeah, it just lives in the guest bedroom, and I don't really use it for anything. But it does look cool, and it is sharp. So, like, I've cut myself with it at least once. So, in self-defense, I guess it would be slightly better than just being like, I don't know, swatting at them. Like, I guess it'd be slightly better. I guess I should actually double check. Yes, I'm unmuted. I didn't fail, guys. Woohoo! Let's see. Oh, Drunk Enough. Hey, how you doing? So let's see. Let's get this. Oops. Right. Yay. Okay, so actually then. See, I want to move him back just the slightest bit. At least these. Might not be able to tell with the barrels. Drunk Enough is saying that they were talking about when closed beta opens after the wipe, we'll all move close to each other and share build and make a huge city. That sounds really cool. If you ever go poking around on Cave, if you come across Hank's claim, that's me on a snowy mountaintop south of the Spire. Cool. Middle Earth setting is uber epic. Woohoo! Oh yeah, Xander. Yeah, I never really take it out anymore. It is sharp, but I just never really take it out anymore because I'm just not the best when it comes to, like, I have managed to stab myself with a meat thermometer, and like it went, like I felt it hit bone in the palm of my hand, like it went. I was making steak. And it was my second time doing it, so I had a meat thermometer, and I was like, poke out all the juice, whatever. So in my pursuit of a beautiful medium rare, I just right through my hand, felt it hit bone, and then I think I was in the middle of a roam, so I was just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna wash it off and like maybe put some peroxide on it and just call it good. Was I done? No, I kept roaming too, so hardcore. But yeah. And then I told my FC, he's like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm a Texan, and I wouldn't even do that. And I'm like, well, I don't know. It hurt. It hurt. It was one of those things where I didn't mean to cry, just sort of involuntary tears, just because it really hurt. And it's more of like I felt it stop, and it scared me because I was like, oh my god, what have I just done? Like, this is my right hand. I'm right-handed. Like, did I just like really mess myself up? And I hadn't. It was all that concern was unnecessary, but it just freaked me out at the time. Let's see. Well, Daddy, if this game is any indication, I cannot wait for EQ next. I'm with you. Let's see. Let's get this. Well, those stairs can come out. That's fine. So I could make like a special... Okay, so let's see how this is shaping up. I'm thinking this height difference lets me put in like a special... lets me make this end special somehow. I'll probably deal with the textures later. I just want to kind of map in the shape, kind of. Or maybe here. Maybe. Is there such thing as like little bottles of or little barrels of wine? Is there such a thing? I don't drink enough alcohol. I don't know the answers to the question. Because I'm thinking, like, if I could put little barrels... Maybe this is a good place for books. Maybe some books. Cookbooks or something. Like, I feel in a wine cellar, it's like, I don't know, like, grandma's cookbooks. Or something. Pony kegs? That's a real thing? Are you trolling me? That's the next question. Am I being trolled? You never know. So let's see. But yeah, like mini barrels, like does that exist? Casks of all sizes. Okay, see ya, Princess. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Don't miss the giveaway. Got 2 Trailblazer packs, an Alpha pack, a Explorer pack, and a bunch of Prime Graphic hooks. Gonna be awesome. Okay, so what kind of... That burled wood is probably completely unnecessary, but... Such a baller, I don't even care. Let's see. I feel like this should be different. I wish there was... Man, what could I could mix striped and burled. That's an option. I kind of want the burled. Is there like a weird texture I can use? No, not that one. Not that one. It has potential. They usually hold different things. Used wine barrels. JPEG that's used wine barrel. Oh hey, there is such a thing. Cool. Learn something new every day, kids. Now it looks to me like you need first aid books. This is probably true. Probably true. Zilolo? Zilolo? That's too many lols. Zilol. Yeah? Kimfire says, Dave, I got to tell you this whole alpha thing was a genius idea by all of you at SOE. I find myself just anxious for weeks every live stream. That's, yeah, me too. And would come into game next. And what could come into the game next, yes. See you, Living Cube. Good night. Beazar asks what texture or material that is on your walls. That's plaster. I'll give you a better look, because down here the lighting's very cool. There's not a lot of light down here, so I'll give you a better look. So this is in the sun. It looks like this. At the moment, it's taking on a pretty yellow, even to green tint. Like up here, you can almost see an almost yellow-green kind of look to it. In LOL, if you see that someone's name. Except I say LOL because I got in that terrible habit a long time ago. Zilol, okay. So it's one of those textures that changes a ton depending on the light you put it in. Because down here, it takes on a really blue kind of tone, and it looks very neutral, blue to neutral. Up here, it has almost a green kind of look to it, but in the sunlight, or in the sunset light, because Old Growth Forest has a very, very lovely sunset lighting that's very peachy pinky, and it makes the plaster go super duper pinky peachy. So it's definitely one of those textures that it's going to change a lot depending on the light you've got. Dave Georgeson had said, "That's so awesome to hear. We have a roller coaster of stuff coming at you in the months to come." Woohoo! Algren had said, "Good night, Vietnam." And Wild Daddy says, "If I see lol, I pronounce it lol, except if it's on the end of someone's name." Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like having that texture because it definitely makes it look like it's definitely part of the furniture, like it's not just part of the floor, which I kind of like. So let's continue this idea. I don't even know how much room did I give it? 3, so 3, and here. Whoa. Actually, I'll just do it this way. Whoa, not that way. This way. 1, 2, 3. Gonna have an awkward spot. I'll figure it out later. That could be like more bottles or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know. Dutch Tiger says, "Funny thing is that lol in Dutch is actually a word which means funny." That's convenient. Well, I've been using Zia for ages, but it was taken on Twitch, so I added lol at the end of it. By the way, for anyone who's just tuning in more recently, I'm going to have a super fun time giveaway tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. I'm going to be giving away 3 Trailblazer packs. Super awesome 3 Trailblazer I'm sorry. 2 Trailblazer packs. Got ahead of myself. 3 alpha codes in general. 2 Trailblazer packs and 1 Explorer pack. And then a whole bunch of Grappler codes. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you can join me. So yeah, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Super fun time. Let's see. I don't really know entirely where this is going, but I'm liking the shape in general. I'm trying to just, wherever I can kind of get away with it, I'm trying to sort of reuse this kind of motif of having this, like, you know, all these intersecting lines and almost like a grid kind of thing. I'm trying to use this where I can. I used it when I made this path over here with these flagstone kind of steps down the side of the hill, which I'm still not completely done yet. I need to, I stepped back, I looked at it from the platform, and I realized I had started going in the wrong, I need to actually curve it up a little bit more, like, just, right? It needs to not come over quite as far, like right here, if I want it up. Or right there. So I need to do some sort of reconfiguration of that. But, and then I did it again over here in the basement, or yeah, in the basement where all the tools are. When I did these walls, I kind of used the shiny metal over the stone to sort of kind of repeat that same idea, just in different ways. I'm not trying to, you know, I figure I don't want to use it so much that it becomes super repetitive, but it kind of makes everything kind of tie together. Drunkenov says, Ara, you seriously need glass resource. Well, apparently, right at the moment, we're just going to use our imaginations, the power of imagination. But eventually it shall arrive. So, trick is now, what do I want to do with these shelves? I definitely don't want to match here. I don't want to match here. I want them all different. So I guess that means right here right now, because that was too shallow. And I don't really know what's going to go in the shelves yet. We're just kind of just letting things happen. Just letting things happen. So again, got 3 there. 3, this is actually going to work out, I think, pretty well numerically. And this one. Yeah, nice. That worked out very nicely indeed. And then, I don't know, like this is gonna be something else. Let's see what happens. I think maybe I'll actually have just the one shelf. Does that go? It does. It goes too far. I don't want to waste the burled wood. And I'm still deciding if I want that just to go into the wall, if I want to cap it. I might go ahead and cap it just for balance. Just go with the flow. Indeed, Dutch Tiger. And Grimfire was saying, Dutch, I had to add the start of my name, Grimfire, on Twitter. Add lol to the start of my name, Grimfire, on Twitter, because someone took my name. Yeah, I had to Twitter. I had to go with sort of a weird one. I made it different from like everything else and had to go with like Ara Gaming. Had to actually spell it out, which I don't like doing just because it's harder to spell out, harder to remember. I mean, I guess once you follow, it doesn't matter, but if you're trying to tell someone to like, oh, follow me at this, then I have to actually link it because it's just too obscure to try to get people to spell out. Yeah, I do like that better. Yeah, I like how this is shaping up. I almost don't want to put stuff in it, but of course I need to. Wild Daddy says, damn, you've gotten pretty proficient with this. Thanks. It's just, the more you play with the tools, the more they'll do what you want them to do. It's just playing with, I've spent a lot of time in this game. Don't forget, this is house number 4, guys. Yeah, I'm really okay, and now it's starting to feel a little bit more like a wine cellar now, huh? Like, shoe rack, no. But you see, look, it's got some wine over here. I like that it uses this in a good way. Got this, but, which kind of uses the motif I was talking about. This, it's got kind of good color. It's starting to feel warmer down here, but not overwhelming. I'm liking it. See you, Burke Dave. Good night. I actually have to keep an eye on the time tonight. Just because with a combination of jury duty all day and then streaming at night and then my computer is somewhat unusable while I'm processing video. Right now I have a really ridiculous pipeline to go from what XSplit spits out to something I can upload to YouTube. Right now that pipeline is really stupid and overly complicated. So at the moment it takes about 5.5 hours for a normal stream to get totally processed and then upload it. It takes a long time, and that doesn't count YouTube's processing time, which adds on more time. So, but most of that time it makes it I certainly can't stream during that time. So I try to do some of it overnight, but then of course I have to like do stuff in between. It's not just automated or anything. I need to work that out, but I've just been hesitant because it probably means getting, like I was looking at Adobe Premiere Elements at least, which is, at least it's not $800, but it's still $100. So it's not just like something I want to buy lightly. And of course their trial like puts a ridiculous watermark on top of, you know, what you're doing, so it's kind of hard to check it out. Yeah, oh, I totally like switched up. Let's see if I put this texture on, if it's still good. Or if it's too much. Might be too much. I actually almost like the plank. Might change the direction of the plank. This might be all too much. One sec. Oh, you're talking, seriously, you're talking about the top across here? Yeah, that I kind of did want to be even. Can't you get the rented version of Premiere? The rent is still like $50 a month. It's pretty intense. I don't really, I mean, considering 2 months worth of that, I could have bought myself a copy of Premiere Elements, which I'm not trying to do crazy editing. I'm trying to basically chop off the front and chop off the end and do that in a timely manner. So I don't really want to purchase some, you know, a super professional editing program when my needs just aren't there. I just don't need those features. Why don't you try making a larder in the empty space? It might fill it in. Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, you mean, are you talking about on the right in this little cubby? Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I want to do a fireplace, but in a room full of wine, that might be a bad plan. I want to do a fireplace though. Is that a bad plan? Is that like asking for your house to blow up? I mean, the wine's over here, and it's not like there's vapors. Check into Camtasia. I checked into Lightworks, but it just threw up over like it didn't matter how I, you know, how out of XSplit's options, it didn't like any of the encoding options. It didn't like, even if I took that and then converted it, it still didn't like it. It just threw up and gave me all sorts of like, it was gross. Burn it all down. Oh, find the power. Are you talking about Windows Movie Maker? With Windows Movie Maker, it's first of all, it's very slow. And second, when you're like, the one semi-advanced feature that I'm interested in is I want to be able to basically organize clips for like if I do a tutorial or something. And Movie Maker does not do that. You have to edit it all in one completely linear thing, and that's all you get. So it's very limited. It's more limited. I need something a little bit more than that. Not so much, but wine is normally stored clearly. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing I was thinking too. Is that normally you store wine cold, but it just wants a fireplace. Ugh. Thank you. I'm actually not liking these wood textures. I think I'll actually change these to be the other, whichever one these aren't. So the other one, so I guess horizontal. at least that, you know, the having the different direction from the floor, at least it kind of helps differentiate it. So hopefully that'll be enough in this on this shelf. It was this shelf I was worried about. I didn't want it to look funky. Yeah, Dutch Tiger, I don't have a Mac. Yeah, no. I worked for Apple retail once upon a time. Did the Mac thing for a couple of years because of that. It was 25% off, so I figured, sure, why not? Basically, I drank the Kool-Aid and regretted that for a while. And decided never again because I want to have the flexibility to build my PCs. And yes, you can get the one that's like amazingly expensive. The one that you have an actual tower and stuff, but one I can never remember. Pro? No, I don't remember. Something. And now I'm just like, nope. PC. Create a microvoxel mural. I could do this. I did that in my my previous house, which if you haven't seen it, I believe most of you at this point have, but if you haven't, both the microvoxel mural, not microvoxel mural, I just caught the microvoxel part of it. But the voxel mural I did was like a bleeding blending thing. That was in Modern House number 3. There were 2 of them, which I was pretty happy with. So if you haven't checked out the tour for that, it's linked down below in the YouTube section. It's got the link for the Modern House number 3 tour. It's like 7 minutes long. The others are like 5. I don't know, Alvin. I don't know what the status of legitimacy is. I think, I don't know. It's alpha, so I guess we're supposed to test stuff and see what works and present it to the devs and say, is this okay? I don't know. Just be careful. Just be careful. So let's see, is this that's the right direction, that's good. I tried the MacBook Pro, but the thing is I'm a gamer and Apple doesn't have a lot of games. Yeah, that's the other big deal, is that then you end up having to go to boot camp for like everything. And then you're like, well, okay, then why don't I just like use boot camp? Or not use boot camp, but you know, have a PC. I've never used, I don't even know how to say it. It looks very exotic, like Avid Mux. Avid Mux. For video editing, so I can't give a solid opinion, but a friend tells me it's a good open source. I can check that out. Let me write it down real quick so I don't, because depending on how much more chat happens, I could just go away. Avid Mux. Apparently it's limited, it says it's explicit. Yeah, Wick. Geek Domo mentioned something about he has a gosh, what's it called? A Nostromo. It's a piece of hardware. He has it because he had carpal tunnel issues, and he said that basically you can make pretty complex macros with it, and he was able to do a quick chop macro, which actually adds in extra clicks. And he posted about it because it didn't seem legit. And you know, it was one of those like, is this actually intentional? Because I'm actually chopping wood faster than I can without it, and that seems sort of. And apparently, a GM actually was like, yeah, it's just like click lock, and he's like, but it's not. I don't know. I don't know if he's actually received any more up to date word on that. Maybe okay, so what can go here, guys? I don't know, I don't want these all filled with barrels. That'd be a little excessive. Thinking wine bottles here. Like I should probably divide this more so that wine bottles can go here and have it be kind of appropriate. this is what happens when a non-wine drinker designs a designs a wine cellar. You get weird stuff. Oh no. Should have counted that, actually. Let's count that out and do it properly. Okay, so we've got 10 voxels. If I take out 2 for 2 dividers, I get 8, which is not divisible by 3. That sucks. If I have 2 dividers, doesn't work either. If I have 4 dividers, doesn't work either. Well, boops. This may have just become blanket storage. Put some blankets over there. I don't know. Alright, good night, X-Nazi. Thanks for joining me. Maybe try with cups, jars, and similar props. This could be like... Maybe this could be... What can I do here? I'm okay. I think it would be good balance to have little barrels here, here, and here. Here, I don't know, it's just going to be a... I don't know. Maybe assorted, maybe you're right, maybe assorted cups and mugs. The mugs are pretty antique, but maybe the person living here has a really, you know, eclectic collection, you know. You would think them being in California, they would have thought about the wine drinkers for the game. Well, they did put in mugs. I don't know. There are mugs, which I know I have one of, so I can at least test it. Might be able to put the basin in there. That actually, basin should go in the laundry room. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Some mugs and a microvoxel bung for each barrel. Aw, Dust Shaker, you can leave the party too. 10 doesn't work well at all. Yeah, it's 10's not working for me. Doctor number 10, on the other hand. Let's see. What to do. Oh, believe me, Original Surfy, yeah, I'm not afraid of empty space. Let me show you my laundry room. It's pretty minimal in there. I definitely don't feel the need to fill it up. I just, you know, I want it to look plausible, like I didn't, I mean, the truth of it is, of course, that I put them in and I didn't know what I wanted to do with them, but I don't want to necessarily look that way. Actually think, ooh, that's actually what the color actually kind of works. Just thinking, like, maybe it's like that there. Perhaps not. You know what? I guess this could be one of those little little buckets that they like bring you champagne in and stuff, like where they have like ice and stuff. Yeah, I mean, and certainly like in a real world house, this would be ridiculous, right? Like this is, you know, this would be bad design because there's not enough space, or there's too much space, right? Like this would be bad in real life. But in the game, it does get really cluttered really fast to the point where it completely goes against sort of the feel that I want for the house. So it's kind of okay not to really have like realistic amounts of stuff. You know, the reality is just people have more stuff, and I certainly don't feel pressured to like match that. I just don't want to have. I couldn't leave it like this, for example. Like I can't just leave it with nothing, right? Because then it's like, well, what is it? What's it for? What's the purpose? You know, like, what is this real world people you keep talking about? I don't know. I heard about it on the internet. Dutch Tiger says, I'm staying for a bit longer for you, Ara. But if you need to go to bed, I understand. It's okay. It's okay. I certainly have a very intense need for sleep. I have to sleep quite a lot. So, and Drunk Enough points out there are more props coming soon. Cough, cough, Dave. Aranulf. Is it Aranulf or Aranulf? I feel like we're missing a vowel here. Drunk enough. Can I buy a vowel? Drunk enough. It's where people don't put stripper poles in their living room. Oh, I don't know. No. Just kidding. Just kidding. In games, you have limits where you can't recreate real life. Exactly. Like, I mean, and some of it's just because, you know, not that. It's just, yeah, you can't just like go in and start putting like all the teeny little things, because the reality, of course, is this bookshelf or this shelf I've created is just like the twice the height of my character, right? So it's already pretty giant. These barrels are, maybe the barrels are okay, but I mean, like, it's chest giant. You know, and the reality, of course, is I could never reach what was up here. I mean, you know, so it's problematic, but you know. You do what you can. Well, me too. I like to sleep a lot, which I can at the moment, as I'm in between jobs and such. Silver linings and everything, right? Making lemonade. Drunk enough. Let's face all this wine talk. She loves saying my name. It just makes me wistful. Ooh, seeing this, I got a strange urge just to be like, plants. Let's put plants on the shelves, because that makes sense. Let's put plants in a basement that has no natural light whatsoever. That makes sense. My character definitely has a big chest. You know what's actually... in most games, I actually downsize the chest because I think usually it looks ridiculous. I think normally it looks ridiculous. But, you know. Again, you do what you can. I think I'm going to make some more barrels. I know I'm going to at least need maybe another 4. I don't drunk enough. I can't. I can't. I have a very low tolerance, and I have to respect it because it doesn't. Bad things happen. Yeah, let's not make 5,000 wood planks. Let's make 40. 40's better. You go rhubarb underground in zero light. But there's no rhubarb in game. Shrooms, this is true. But if we had shroom, like mushrooms growing in the, I guess I could have like a, no, I don't think I could sell it. I don't think I could, I was thinking I could have like a little terrarium with mushrooms. I'm kind of obsessed with terrariums. I love terrariums in general, but I think to do it in the right scale would be pretty tricky, and to actually still have it read as a terrarium, I don't think it would, especially without glass. Drunk Enough says, funny story, last night on Twitch, these guys were trying to trade resources, and the only way they could trade was for guys to click on the private areas and women to click on chests. Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I traded with Dutch Tiger earlier. I was like a good couple paces away, and I clicked on it and it worked just fine. So I was like, yay! Tess, am I giving you ideas? I'm so excited to see what you built. Have you built anything yet? Tess got a claim. She's like, so I'm right here. I'm very close to the portal. She's like right here. So I'm very excited to keep an eye on what she's doing, because she's been talking about like building with sapphire and like aquamarine, like and ice. Like, I'm just getting super, super pumped to see what she does. Let's see. I know I need to make like a lot of iron, so let's just make like that much. She says, oh my god, I'm already going crazy trying to build my real life terrarium. Would be so neat to have one game. Ooh. You know, there's eventually going to be like pets and stuff. You could have a gecko. Just say. Gecko. Any luck with building X's for wine bottle storage? not X's, but I'll show you what I did. I basically, okay, in the desert as well. So plaster, I guess, for the benefit of everyone, plaster takes a pink hue in the desert. It may change in the light. Maybe keep an eye on it over the next like 24-hour cycle in game. I didn't catch if it's Belazar or if it's Beesar, but yeah. Geckos and kitties, terrariums and kitty condos. Oh, you can make like a badass like kitty tree. Ah, with like little like, what could you use for like the scratchy like the rope that the twine that they use for that stuff. Oh, ideas abound. Oh my, and you know like that house, I know there's a couple of them now where like people have completely converted their houses to be totally kitty friendly and they have like ramps and stuff. I'm not that much of a cat person, but it is pretty neat. What am I doing? Barrels or something? Barrels or something. I guess I'm making 4. Let's make them. Snow and ice, when working with them, Control Z doesn't work. You mentioned that last night. I'm kind of... Do you mind if I'm going to test that. I want to see if I can replicate this. Did you submit a /bug, Draconov? Let's find out. Ooh, sunset, guys. Ooh. I agree, Tess. Birchwood would be really lovely. And walnut. I look forward to something similar to both. Hey, Riley. Good evening. Alright, yeah, I'm going to try this. So, you said it was it snow and ice? Let's see. You said snow and ice. Okay. This liquid tab excites me. So, there's some ice. I just undid it. That was ice. Maybe it's like manipulating ice, so like if I were to like, I don't want to smooth, let's make a block out of it first and then I'll smooth that. So maybe if I like smooth it, was smoothing at all? It's like a snowman in the living room. Makes sense to me. Every time I do this, can't do a /bug, you get a bug. Yeah, undo's definitely working for me. I don't know. Draconov says, but others last night were saying copy and paste was so working. Maybe they tweaked it. I don't know. Let me see if copy and paste works. Yeah, that's what I copied. Appears to be working. Dunno. Maybe others can try it because maybe it has something, and maybe it's more complicated than that. Maybe it's something that not everyone experiences. I mean, you know, that can happen, right? So, striped and burled does look amazing. So that's striped wood here, like on all the frames and stuff, and then it's burled on the floor. I'm not sure what my current burled wood count is at the moment. I know it's pretty high. I know I'm at least at like, I'm gonna guess 12,000. Yeah, exactly. Your mileage may vary. Precisely, really. Yeah, I'm at about, I think I'm at about 12,000. Let me see how much. Yeah, that's about right. And that's basically with burled wood on the floors and then these countertops. And I'm still not satisfied with these cabinets. I think I'm going to change them. I just don't know how yet. Might actually change them to a non-wood. Maybe like a, could go metal. That could be cool. Go iron, which would balance it out. While I do like having a good heavy note of wood in a cabin, I think that makes sense. It's in here. It's a lot. It's a lot of wood. I mean, like look through here. That's Actually, right there it looks pretty good, but that's because you can't see all that striped. It's the stripe wood that's really throwing me off. And unfortunately, when I tried plain wood in there, it came off really green just because it's right next to burled, and burled looks very reddish. How did I get a dwarf on the roof? Is this a riddle? And hey, Malator. Good evening. Might have to finish my lesson on Java first, though. Oh, when trying to understand Lua. Oh, Lua? Alleyway? Once again, a word I've never had to pronounce before. I don't know. Burke Dave, who is on Twitch a lot, is on Cave as well. His screen name is Hank, and he has a claim on a snow-top mountain. Yeah, he was talking about it earlier. I think he had to go to bed, but he was talking about it. Yeah, burled is very much like cherry wood. I really love it. At first I liked the color, but not so much the texture. Now the patterning / texturing on it I really like it. I like how it interacts with light. It's very, wood-ish. Lua? Okay, cool. I like that it even seems to reflect differently in the cracks, which is just really cool. Maybe that's just my kind of eyes filling in the blanks, I don't know, or brain filling in the blanks, but it seems to me that it does. Like if you look right here, I think it is, which is pretty cool. That the light is interacting differently with each plank, basically, which is pretty nice. I guess that makes sense. I mean, if they did it with, like, if you do gosh, what does it? One of the stones, maybe rough marble, or maybe the other one probably will illustrate it better. That one. Not illustrating it. Hold up. What am I remembering? I know rough stone used to do, or rough. It was either rough stone or rough marble. I know it did this. Rough granite, maybe. Yeah, there you go. See how you get different, I don't know what the technical term for that is, but see how you get different, the light interacts differently with the ridges. So, I mean, I guess if they'd done it with stone, then it isn't a stretch of the imagination that they did it with the wood, which is, I just really think is a really nice touch. And anyway, ever since they updated the texture for burled wood, love it. I want to put it everywhere, except, of course, that's really time intensive. Bump mapping. Yes. That. The claims I saw last night were freaking incredible. Yeah, oh gosh, what was it? What's that server I keep going to? Is it Courage Basin? Courage Basin, I think? They've got two, like, right next to the portal. They've got the, I don't remember what the name of the person whose claim it was, but they've got like like the tree, big old, like lots of platforms in the trees, like almost like a tree house, but it's not a tree house, it's like platforms, and it looks really cool. And then you've got the person whose name I really don't know how it's intended to be pronounced. It's like Aeneas, I don't know. In any case, he's freaking brilliant, and he's done some really amazing stuff, and that's been a lot of fun to go back and see. Kellethin? Oh yeah, Kellethin, I guess, is the guy who did, or the person who did the tree house type claim. Yeah, I have Cecile. I have Cecile. I have. It's incredible. I've done it a couple times on the stream already, actually. And it's just been really incredible. The house across from the tree house is the best one in the game, Drunken Upside. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Very, very impressive. And someone, Wick, was it you who told me that that the guy did all that with, like, he specifically does not use the line tool? Am I remembering that properly? In which case I'm even more, like, flabbergasted, because I actually I don't know how one would do that. I really, like, that actually completely and utterly mystifies me, which I love. I kind of love being mystified. Let's see, maybe come out a little more. Is it disappearing into the thing? I can't really see it. I guess if you can't see it, it doesn't matter. Says he's a programmer, has to be. Checking out other people's claims is great to get ideas. It's so true. It's so true. And it's not even a thing of, like, checking out other people's claims. It doesn't have to be people who, like, are clearly really experienced, or, like, you know, it doesn't have to be, like, it can be literally anyone's, you know, at any level of experience in this game. Like, that's what's so cool about it, because people will still have ideas. Wick says, yeah, I'm the one who sent you there. It's all pixel painted, no line tool. Line tool is pretty bad. I don't use it either. I guess it's just, I don't know how, like, if I don't use a line tool, then what, you know, because I see what you mean. Sometimes it does give chewed up edges, like this and this. Like this ceiling was done with the line tool. But in general, I like how it worked out. You know, I mean, it gave me a really nice angle, right? You know, I mean, like, so in general, I really like it. I just need to, I'd be fine with it as long as, like, if I can find, and I just haven't spent any time on this particular issue. So I'm just working on other stuff. But if I could deal with these sawtooth edges a little better, the line tool will get better. Sweet! Yeah, I'm not ragging on the line tool. It's more of, you know, it's just, like, if I can just get this to go away, then I will be just the happiest camper in the world. Yeah, he's lurking. He's building. So let's see. Yes. Oh my God, the Eiffel Tower. Have you guys seen that? I know someone retweeted it. I don't know if it was Dave or Omid. Someone did. Hold up. Just hold the phone. I gotta find this. Some things must be relinked over and over and over. It was yesterday I found it, or saw it on Twitter, but now I'm not seeing it linked, so I'm guessing it was just a link and not a picture, which is gonna make this harder. Poop. If someone wants to look for me and post it in chat, that I'd really appreciate it, because I don't want to spend a ton of time just, you know, looking for stuff. But yeah, I mean, if someone happens to have that link handy, please post it, because it was incredible. I was mind blown. I found it on Twitter. It's yeah, I wanna. Okay, so check Dave Georgeson's Twitter, which I can link. I can link that. I can link that part. Okay, so Dutch Checker says, oh yes, I saw that Eiffel Tower. Ooh, cool. Another pic. Oh, different pic. What? Dude, is that... What the heck did they do? What? How did they do the roof, the scrolls? What is that? What? It's got to be a prop, right? So, like, what prop is that? I want that prop. What? What? Okay, so carved. No. It's got to be something from here. It's not the chests. It's not doors. It's not buckets. Not that. I don't know if that has a texture on it, but never mind, it can't be any of those faces. No. Because it looks like a voxel. Like it's shaped like a voxel. But it's patterned like a not voxel, like a prop. What is that? Oh! I was like, what? 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 Okay, cool. Okay. I was just like, man. I was like, man, I'm out of the business. I'm out of the business because dang. Okay, I've been punked. We've all been punked. Oh. Whew. Whew. Alright. Well, everyone can return to their normally scheduled program. Dang. Okay. Alright. Breathing properly. Again. Okay, did someone get the Eiffel Tower? I want to see it again. Yes. Okay, so someone did. The Junk Enough posted it. So definitely look at that. Oh man, yeah, that whew, Holocaust, whew. Okay. So yeah, that Eiffel Tower is super, super cool. I can't even believe the intricacy of it. Like, it's just so like, what? And it really, really, really does evoke the original, which is really impressive. Where can I download this game, please? Well, you can, if you already have a copy of Alpha, you can get it from the Landmark site. Just log in and there's like a download thing somewhere. But if you don't have it yet, Catmull, if you don't have it yet, tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I've got 2 Trailblazer packs, which are the $100 packs, and 1 Explorer pack. Well, all 3 of those will get you into Alpha and Beta and subsequent things. So yeah. Still, by the way, for those who've been keeping up with me for a while, still waiting on the code. I did get into got into the insiders thing, which is super cool and super exciting. But I haven't gotten my little code yet for you guys, for anyone who's looking to buy the game and wants to just basically help out. It's not a money thing. It's just, it basically gives me points and that I can redeem towards cool things like stuff to give away, or like a tour of the studio, which would be extra cool considering it's like 20 minutes north of me. So, you know, just saying, that'd be really cool. But yeah. Dutch Checker says the Hanging Garden looks awesome too. I should go see it in World. I agree. Same. I feel the exact same way. I just haven't done it. Yeah. Ronnie says so many cool designs. Absolutely. Riley says, I was just thinking how much I would love to see my character rest her pick on her shoulder, like when she hasn't been moving, like an idle animation. I had a bug that did that, and it was actually really cool. Basically, I had a bug where I couldn't get rid of my pick, and so it would actually throw it over her shoulder. So, I mean, yeah. Everyone uses it to know where the portal is. That's funny. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that, actually. Same guys. Cool. Cat, will try logging in and going to like your account. It's probably in there. Yeah. Cool. I don't remember. Oh, I was looking at props. I was trying to figure out the Hobbit house. Never mind. I was like, why am I here? Oh, so just as a note, so this is what plaster looks like. Even so, when the ambient light, it's just like an ambient lighting thing. So it's sunset, which is gorgeous. So even downstairs, where obviously there's no direct light hitting down here, the ambient light goes pretty pinky. And so you can see the plaster does take on a pretty strong hue. So that's something to keep in mind when you're building with it. I like it. I think it's really nice that it really changes quite a lot depending on the lighting. Out here, it's not as pink. It's still, well, I mean, the torch is here too, but I guess over here where there are no torches, you can kind of still see. It gets very, very saturated, very bright. Wick has said, I'd be curious to run to that Eiffel Tower to see close up if it has crazy artifacts. I wondered the same, but I almost don't want to. It's almost like it doesn't matter because it's just so, you know, the totality of it is so cool. Malator says, been working on videos so much lately, haven't been really playing the game. Oh, you gotta play though. If you're just working on videos, I mean, especially because it's alpha, things are changing so fast. Blink and you miss it. It's crazy. Like, I'm feeling like that way. I mean, just from not being able to play the last couple days, being in court and stuff, and you get, I'm in the jury box, you know, not that for anyone who's just tuning in. But yeah, like, just doing that, I felt like, oh, I'm missing stuff. Let's see. Scooch that forward. Scooch, technical term. I like actually having the circles there too because it's kind of playing around with like circle. It's like nice with the geometry. I like it. And Dave has reiterated, we're still working on the line tool, by the way, it'll get better. Oh, referring to the Eiffel Tower, I guess it does have some artifacts, but they're well hidden, and it's not meant to be seen close up in detail. Kind of like the real thing. Yeah, try that link, Cat. Wick mentions, I'm not trying to ruin the illusion by searching for the man behind the curtain. I'm more curious if it might be something specific to my hardware that perhaps make it just not work right. I mean, I have the same issues too, Wick. I'm willing to put faith in dev team. Yeah, we're not trying to get you crap, Dave, or not you, but I was gonna say the royal you. That's not a thing. The general you. Yeah. Yeah. You get me. It's cold. Dang it. Cold tea. You can't revive cold tea. The only way to do it is pour hot tea into cold tea. That's the only way you can do it. And of course now my hot tea is no longer hot tea. It's cold tea. Dang it. Dang it. Might actually just do the 2 and then, although actually, you know, I was thinking maybe I could do the 2 and then do something else right here, but actually I kind of like the balance, you know, because it's very desaturated kind of grayish wood, and I kind of like it having, you know, horizontal here and then vertical here. I kind of like that, so actually I'll probably keep it. Thought and then rethought and then rethought again, just so fast. Blinky has it. David, making fun of me. General you, who me, know you, who you know, you ninny, what using ninny. Who's on first? Yes. The royal we. Yes, I know the royal we is a thing. The plural you, that's a much more grammatically valid sounding thing. See, there's a thing, like, you know, like most languages have this, like ustedes, you know, and like I know Italian has it, like Latin-based languages, but you know, English had to go crazy and have only like 2 freaking, God, what's that called? Is that declensions or not declensions? What is that? The grammatical, oh, you're gonna make me, so, general you, who, me? No, you. Who you? Me, you ninny. You's a ninny? like in French. I'm not even going to try to pronounce either of those. I mean, there's only 2 letters in two. But I probably, and yet it's probably not just said 2. Is it said 2? I bet it's not. 2 letters, I guess, and it's just not, but does it sound like it? Nope. I feel like French is the ultimate troll language. Like, it's just like, you thought it was said this way? Nah. Nope. Well, English is like that too, so whatever. Found the download. Cool. Good. Glad to hear it, Catmull. And I'm noticing, oh, come here. No, just decide what you want, please. Oh, no. Maybe not that way, though. You want to maybe sit? Is that okay? Okay. Well, in French, vous can be plural. But also when talking to an elder, you say vous as a courtesy. Yeah, Spanish is like that too. Like, usted. It's like a courtesy thing. Except then it goes plural differently. It's ustedes. God. Okay, let's see. I feel like lighting should be happening back here, but I kind of want to see lighting from the bottom, which makes no logical sense. I just think it would look nicer. Why would you have lights on the floor? You wouldn't, is the answer. But I want to see it. So I'm thinking maybe there is actually a little bit of space back there, so maybe I can hide like a beam and have it. Let's try this. This is all sort of just an experiment now, but now now that I've had the thought, now I kind of have to see it through. So the die is cast. Let's see. So if I do that, it's gonna look a little trimmy. Whoa, wrong texture. Let's try that again. Okay, so I like the I think that's nice in general. In general, I think that's nice. Malator, we've killed this horse and killed it again already on not toward. I don't mean that towards you. I just mean I think we've beat him up enough about glass already. I think message received. Spanish isn't hard, is it? I thought it was a pretty easy language to pick up. Maybe it's because I started it relatively young. I'm not super young, but relatively young. Yeah, I'm thinking track lighting, Riley, similar to what I did over here, but also similar to what I did in my modern house number 2. I had lights hidden underneath. God, what were they hidden? Under the cabinets or in the cabinets, and I really liked how it looked. Again, one of those things where, at least in that case, the track lighting made sense. Wait, glass? Why didn't you ask for that? Yes. Dave, we want glass. Did you know that? You know that, Dave? Has anyone told you that? Let's see. Yeah, I think because the nice thing is because of these barrels, you can't get back here. And so you'll never see the man behind the curtain. You'll never see the track lights. So it'll also be hell to turn them on, but you'll never see them. So I'm gonna move this guy. Oh, I forgot I have to move him independently. Move this guy just to get back here and set this up. So I need to go make some lanterns. Hopefully I have enough silver. Did we also forget to ask for water? Yeah, I don't think we asked for that. We should write a bunch of posts about it and tweet a bunch about it. Am I in trouble yet? They're 5 each, so let's go with like a bunch. So like the technical term is 50. Caverns first. Caverns. Oh yeah. Last time on the roadmap they said not sure about the caverns anymore. Not in phase 1, I think. Okay. Dave says, "Oh damn, water's gonna be hard. We should get started on that." Yeah. Put it on the docket for tomorrow. Let us know how it goes. Oh, I wish I knew how to say your name. Is it Oh, is it no 909? 0. Like, I feel like those could be Roman numerals too. Is it? I don't know. He says, I'm Mexican. Obviously, I don't feel it's hard. Pretty basic. Spanish is enough for people to understand, but trying to fully learn it is almost impossible. Okay. I will agree with that. Riley says, oh my god, Ara, someone by our homes is building a spaceship. Where? Yeah, because Tessa's a local too. She can go check it out. Considering, is that filete? Is a steak and chile? It's slang for cool. Hui! Yeah, I never learned any slang whatsoever. None. So I'm utterly useless when it comes to like real world Spanish. Useless. But I can usually kind of understand, like if I need to. Which is good, because I'm in San Diego, so it comes up every now and then. Spaceship is on Serenity. Serenity is a big place! Or you mean the spaceship Serenity? Like capital S. Yeah, they are important, but not 100% always needed. Like, I see the creative... Whoop. People have worked around it. I missed something. I don't know. Okay, let's make some lights though. And I'm thinking just for simplicity, let's make them lanterns. That way I don't have to deal with like a little handle sticking out. Just makes sense to me, you know, because I use a handle. Didn't you know that? Small lantern. Like 5? I feel like an odd number would be better, and I don't think 3 will be enough, so let's do 5. Noax? Is it really pronounced Noax? Or is it Noix? Huh? French just reminds me that I have so much yet to learn about the world. Yup. Every time. I walked down and I'm like, man, who did that? Another, it's getting late when you start being like, who did this? Okay. I think I'll actually turn them upside down because I want to see the handle. I think the handle is going to be most likely to stick out, so let's rotate it upside down. Thank God for duplicate. Actually, let's not rotate it yet. Let's move it so that it doesn't just disappear into the floor and then rotate it. Let's do this. Probably gonna have to scale it, but let's see. Let's scoot it back here. Let's turn it on so that I can actually see it. Gonna move it into the floor because I can. Yes, I'm liking the lighting. I'm liking this very much. Malator had mentioned I want to learn Japanese, but it's hard without someone to converse with. And Tess mentioned there are pen pal programs for Japanese, or like you can converse in Japanese with pen pals. That's a good point. Let's duplicate. Probably. I don't really know exactly how often I'm going to need to repeat this, so let's just try like that much. So I'm basically, I'm syncing it so I can just see the metal. That shall be my standard. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably need to space them a little more. I finally looked at Gecko terms enough for one night. think you might have to admit you might have a problem. The first step is admitting, oops, let's duplicate. Let's do this in a smart way. By the way, if I miss it, anything that anyone says in chat, believe me, it's not intentional. It's just I'm not always the best at trying to multitask building and reading chat, especially when the chat's moving at a good clip, which I love. So please don't take it personally. Just maybe say it again if you're asking me something. Let's see. Duplicate again. And again, the spacing is probably going to need to change, but just for the sake of having something. Okay, so let's try to do this a little more evenly. So this guy needs to come over. Maybe like that. And this one needs to come over a bit. I really like what that does with the barrels. I really like how the light interacts. Okay, righty, let me move this back into position, and then I'm right with you. I just feel like it's a tripping hazard. Yeah, barreled like at the foot of the stairs. Might be a tad bright. I might maybe sync the maybe I'll sync the lights just a little bit more so that the overall effect of the lights isn't quite as intense, but otherwise I like it. Okay, then maybe I'll do that. If we're waiting on Tess, I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, poop. I can't walk through barrels! Oh, actually, you know what I can walk through? Walls. Oh, but if I... What can I do? I can... Oh, but I'm already back here. That's all I needed. Ha! Okay, so let's move these down a bit just to... Still want the light, so basically I'm putting half of the, so it's like half a bar is down. Just so the intensity is not quite so much. Cool. Well, let's try to go again. That'll work. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's slightly better. Might do it again. See ya, Algan. Good night. Riley says, I'm a 0 FPS pro. I'm really bad writing French nowadays, but I still speak it, although I'm not the best French chatter anymore. I've forgotten a lot of words. I'm the same with Spanish. I can pick up bits, like I can kind of get the intent. I can usually get the basic message they're trying to get across. I just can't, like, necessarily converse with someone. All right, cool. Righty, let's do it. Okay, yeah, we can go by your place. Sure. This actually works out pretty well because I'm kind of keeping an eye on the clock, so this works pretty well. And don't ask me about the hedge. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know. feel like there's typing happening. Yeah, still gonna work on it. I like the suggestion I got to make a hot tub out here, but I felt it just seemed wrong to make a hot tub without adding some sort of like hedge or privacy providing. Okay, yeah, we're waiting for Tess. I don't want to like make the hot tub without. Woo! By the way, Riley, it probably worked best if we just run, like, not shift, just because I have a feeling pretty soon I'm gonna get gears, and nobody likes the gears. Hey, Charlie12202, how are you today, or this evening? Evening? Right by your forge. All right. Oh, the kitten. Hi. She's looking very noble. Oh, uh-oh. I lost Riley. Oh no, right there. Heroic movement. I know. Let's go! Waiting for the textures to load to see the accurate view of the place. Nice! I really like the roof structure. I really like how you've got the beams. Looks pretty neat. Oh, you have the cool kids vault. I sadly do not. I'm probably gonna upgrade, but I haven't yet. Do I only stream EverQuest? Nope. I stream EVE Online and Minecraft, and I'm looking at adding other games, just haven't yet. Only reason I'm not doing that this week is because I'm on jury duty, which severely limits my time that I can stream. And so I'm doing EverQuest Next Landmark because it kind of takes priority. Because I like it. And it's my most regularly scheduled stream. The others, EVE, I have to wait on my FC, my Fleet Commander. And then with Minecraft, it's sort of when I feel like it. Yeah, I really like, that looks like marble. Is that marble? Looks really nice. I like it. Yeah, not only did I get jury duty, I actually got picked. Not only. Oh, cool. Marble. Sweet. Yeah, I like it. Stupid stream delay. I should probably, when I'm talking to Riley, I should probably speak in game. That would probably be the prudent thing to do. Do you like EVE Online? Never played it before. I do. It's not necessarily for everyone. It's a very different kind of game. It just is. It's a sandbox MMO, and it definitely fosters a very different type of player attitude. Who you are in EVE is generally not who you are in real life. I'm a jerk, as I believe most people are in EVE. But that's not to say that, you know, you're still loyal to your friends and it still matters, and definitely I've met a lot of friends in EVE who I've become very close to, even outside the game. So what type of games do I like? Maybe I know a few. I've done a lot of MMOs. Many of them, not all of them for very long. Tried a couple of them were exactly the kind where I really wanted them to be amazing. Oh shoot! I think think we're here, guys. So I was like, oh, when are we gonna get there? Holy. Okay, so I guess I gotta grapple up a tree. I guess that's the way to do it. Okay, how can I do this without falling? How can I do this without falling? Let's do this without falling. Go. Can I do that? I can do that. Ooh! Polished granite, maybe? Is there a... So it's hollow inside. Polished... Yeah, definitely, that definitely looks like polished granite to me. I must see what's in here. Ooh, what's up here? Wow. Ooh. What did they do? Look it. These are like... How did they do that? Well, it looks almost like a rope. Now that's where my claim is. I'm not at it right now, but so there's the spire, and my claim is just a very short walk northwest. Serenity Spine. How did they do this? Charlie had said the only thing I heard about that was the guy lost like $300,000. It wasn't just one guy; it was an entire alliance, which is sort of like. If guilds could be in a guild, that's an alliance. It doesn't look like microvoxels though. It's just really cool. I mean, look at the texture on that. It's like... I don't even know. Hi, Kitten. And yeah, Dutch Tiger's explaining the real life conversion. You can't actually legally sell in-game currency in Eve. You can't legally sell that for real cash, but it does happen. And at least because you can do the other way around, it lets you have a good conversion. The stream looks smooth on my end. I'm watching the preview. Of course, the preview does lie. If other people are having problem, let me know. Okay, or having problems, let me know. Sure, Wick, I can zoom in closer on the ropes. Okay, so let's zoom in closer on the ropes. Let's do this. You see that? Got a screenshot because it looks awesome. Oh, make a 1x2 climbing stair, then smooth it. Wick with the answers. There you go. This is really cool. I'm really digging this texture. It looks like metal, but it ain't metal. That's stone. Pretty nice. So by knowing how much ISK one loses, they do convert. Yeah, you can basically convert the ISK you lost to, not actually physically convert it, but you can mentally convert it and kind of figure out how much money that would equate to. And yeah, there was a battle recently where the total is, actually lost by both sides, was like $300,000 worth. It was crazy. It was like a 22-hour battle. Like in-game time, it was only like an hour and 30-something minutes. But because of time dilation, where they changed basically, so 1 second equals 10 seconds kind of thing. No, Charlie, it wasn't one person. It was an entire alliance full of people. Actually, it was 2 alliances full of people. Like their losses all together would have totaled $300,000. Crazy. It was a very big battle, like the biggest in EVE history. Yeah. I was not there. Oh, is this Brosep's claim? I didn't even see. It is. Ooh. I want to stay close enough to the chat, but so that you can see kind of when he explains it, but I want to look! It just looks so cool from in here. It's just so graphic. I really like that. Well, did you hear about that guy that, like, his own people destroyed his ship and stuff while he was asleep? Oh, that's happened a lot. I haven't personally had that happen to me, but I've heard, but many people I've known have had similar incidences. That's a very, that's not uncommon. You just have to be careful. Yeah, that battle was so big and that the EVE devs are putting together a permanent monument in space to commemorate it. I didn't know that. I haven't been keeping up with current events in that game. Okay, so here's your answer. Small triangle like this. And then, I guess, repeated smoothing. So he's walking us through how he did the ropes, guys. So he's saying you grab a small triangle like this, grab a piece, and I'm guessing smooth it. No, but it was the 300,000 guy. But just remember, the 300,000 guy doesn't exist. It's not a guy. It was like hundreds, actually thousands of people who participated in the battle, and pretty much everyone lost something. Maybe not everyone, but a lot of people lost something. And in fact, some lost something, replaced it, and came back to fight. And yeah, they were Titan. A lot of the losses were from Titans, which can be valued at like $4,000 each. So. Yeah. Oh no, it's not, yeah, I mean, happy to explain it. It's a really great game. It's a very complex game. It's not first, it's, learning it is not for those in a casual frame of mind. But once you get into it, you can be pretty casual with it just because of the way the training system works. Like you don't, like most games, you skill up by doing activities, versus that game is much more. So there you go. He used one of these. So he made. I'm guessing perhaps he made 2 slopes. And then deleted, I'm guessing? Or made a slope and then scooted the delete brush and then maybe? Or I don't know. Or maybe like copied and pasted, I don't know. Yes, EVE has a game economy which gets very complicated. Yes. A huge game in the sense of it's all in one server. Everybody plays with everybody. So you get, and there are, most corporations I think do tend to, like different, people of different nationalities end up, mixed together, and it's wonderful for that. Some, I mean, you get the Russians, which there are a lot of Russian corps, a lot of German corps, and some of it's just a language thing. Nice. So I guess this was used with the old spoon tool, but I bet you could do it with the new one. Yeah, there's about 300. Well, it's not a single machine. I mean, but yeah, it's all one server. And yeah, basically the basic core of EVE. The one in the planter. I don't remember Vengeance. I don't know if you're watching stream right now. Yeah, the GMs won't save you, basically. If you make a silly decision and you lose things because of it, they'll assume that you've hopefully learned your lesson. Scams are legit. Pirating is legit. People, even if you're in high sec, people can come and destroy your stuff. It's just a risk. They'll pay for it, but they can do it. But yeah. But it gives everything consequences, which is nice. If you get salty when you get griefed, EVE probably isn't the game for you. There's some truth to that, Wick. whenever they bring back the old smooth tool, all you gotta do is smooth a piece like that real thin. Cool. Well, there you go. Well, keep in mind, Charlie, Landmark hasn't been off. You know, they're still planning a lot of waves of optimization. You know, to try to bring down the minimum requirements for the game. So don't forget, hopefully it'll get a little easier on the computers. I say in the kitty voice because I'm petting the kitty. Oh. You're gonna get on. So remember, even the initial game download is pretty small for this game. So I found the patches really download pretty quick. Oh, don't bite me. No, honey. No. Does anyone's cat do this? I don't know if you can even see her. Do you hear that? Come on, don't do that. No. Okay. We're just gonna get hugged to death. Love the scams of buy a Plex for 300 million ISK, but instead of buying the game card, they put it on the spot where you need to give it to them. So, yeah, there's a lot of scams. Sure, Riley. Mine does, but he's only a couple months old. She's been doing this since she was about a year old, and she gets nasty. She'll actually, if I don't distract her, basically she'll keep attacking me until she wins. Oh, Tess! Yeah, let's not race, Riley. Let's not race. Whee! No fall damage, yeah! Alright, so... Oh shoot, I'm still in first person. Oh shoot, she's gone. Oh shoot, over here. It's $15 for a subscription, guys, and Eve. But you can, the whole point is you can buy them in game with. So if you play enough to earn enough in-game currency, you can pay for your subscription that way. Which I know a lot of people who do that, even with multiple accounts. This is pretty neat. I like the iron used like that. Kind of gives me ideas. I don't really know what specifically, but it just sparks things. But if you manage to get 600 million, the going price for Plex right now is 600 million ISK. That's one of those things you can always count on Plex to get more expensive. Never is going to get cheaper. Quick question. Right now, is the point kind of like Minecraft, just build on your claim? At the moment, in the game, building is pretty much the main focus. Like at the moment, because we're in alpha, and they haven't implemented all the stuff that's going to sort of differentiate it. But there's a lot of stuff. If you check out the roadmap, you can see all the stuff they plan to add. You can see what they plan on doing, and so the roadmap, what I'm referring to, is the official forums. In one of the very top forums, I think it's not the alpha updates, it's the other one, the news and stuff, I think. And it says it's a roadmap, and you look at that, and it shows all the stuff they plan to release and when, or roughly when. And so that'll kind of give you a better idea of like where it's going. But one of the first things you'll notice if you're coming over from Minecraft is the tools are a lot more powerful. I mean, not only is it like a smaller resolution, like the boxes are smaller, but you can get like lines and curves and just all sorts of cool stuff. Copy and paste, lots of quality of life stuff. Okay, cool. Pretty torn. Or pretty... Can't tell if that's torn or Tom. Tom. Pretty Tom. Petty Tom. Not Pretty Tom. Gotcha. But yeah, and if you... I really have really enjoyed this game so far. And it's been a lot more lot more polished than I would have expected out of like any alpha game. Probably more polished than I'd expect out of a beta game. Okay, so and by the way, so Riley's describing how to do this. I'm sort of talking over it, and I'll repeat what she's saying in a second. But all right, night, Dutch Tiger. Shoot, go to bed. 6 a.m. is bedtime. Go to sleep. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. And if you don't have it yet, just as sort of a announcement, just to reiterate, I've talked about it before, but tomorrow night I'm going to be doing a giveaway at 7 p.m. Pacific, which is like 3 hours ago, but tomorrow Pacific. So definitely check it out, because I'm going to be doing giveaways for 2 Trailblazer packs, which are the $100 $100 packs with all the special stuff, and an Explorer pack, which is, the other way to get into Alpha, and a whole bunch of Prime grappler codes, which are good. They're really nice grapplers. Grapplers like this. So definitely check it out. That'll be at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Need a grappler for my towers. Well, hopefully you can win one. Racist giveaway. That's not my doing. I have no control over this. Yeah, Twitch rules say that you have to be over 18 and an American citizen. Or American resident, rather. Sorry. Okay, so just to catch up, stop it. Riley says you start with a 1x1 block. You'll need the line tool. Basically, you're going to use the N key to select a 1x1 brush size and go from the side of the block to the ground. If that doesn't work, try another side until it works. So if you can see what Riley's doing, I'm in a little bit of trouble with it, but I'm trying to get a better feel of it. It's not good. It's not difficult. She's doing the quick flick, guys. Cat owners will know that she's doing it. She's like, I'm not having any of this. Oh, you're in Australia? Wick says, Ara, are you not going to use one of the Prime grappler codes that they gave you? That feels wrong. They didn't give it to me. They gave it to me to give away. So no. But one of my viewers actually had an extra, and I haven't redeemed it yet because I'm retarded, but I'm going to. He wanted to give it to me. It doesn't work on all angles. You have to experiment. Okay, apparently Malator made a video about it and linked it in YouTube very helpfully. Okay, hi Tubby Vermin, and good night Tubby Vermin. Yeah, just bury your head and go sleep. Won't be able to get it till I fix the system actually anyway? Get what? Get what? Hey Charlie, welcome back. And for those of you just joining us, we're experimenting a little bit. We were just visiting a really cool spaceship that someone had made on my server. I'm on Serenity Spine, and the spaceship was over here. You can actually kind of see it on the map. Spaceship was over here, but we're back at one of my viewers' claims right now, Riley. My claim's over here, by the way. Serenity Spine, I'm right here next to the spire. Or not next to it, but really close to the spire. And And so, oh, and yes, yeah, currently they're having issues with the Prime grappler codes if you're just trying to redeem them. But I'm going to hazard a guess that that's probably not going to last forever. So they're still going to be good to have. Plus, their Prime grapplers aren't going to work once alpha's over. They're not going to work in beta. So better just give it out, get those to you guys sooner rather than later. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Same thing. I mean, that's the idea for alpha as well in general. Like I've got those codes for those games, and while yes, I could probably drum up more viewers by promoting it for a longer period of time, but if I did that, then you guys are going to miss out on alpha time. So I thought that wasn't the best way to do it. Okay, so it's using the line tool and like right angles and paste, rotate, etc. I don't know. And why do I have 3 flags for my claim? They added that last Thursday. They added the ability to add in additional claims, add-on claims to your original. So I've got one. So like Riley has done the same thing. Maybe if this one is Riley's original claim, and then put down an attached claim here and an attached claim here. You can have 2 attached claims right now. So you can have 3 claims worth of space to build on as long as it's all within your buffer zone. So, pretty sweet. Okay, it looks like we're kind of getting somewhere. But yeah, yeah, Charlie, they added it last week. It's pretty sweet. It's letting. That's why, like that spaceship that someone built. There's no way that would fit on one claim. So, pretty cool. Yeah, Drunk Enough, I guess, is one of the people affected by the bug, where sometimes the third claim for people is not working properly. It's a bug. Your mileage may vary. So she's just, Riley's just illustrating the 1 block thick diagonal, and guessing it's going to get the cracks moved out of it. Just a guess. See, my cat is just, you ever have those moments where your cat is like, yeah, exactly. Watching her build the rope, it would take a long time. For sure. But once you template it, at least you don't have to do it again. Does it expand your original claim space, or are they separate? You can build from one to the next. Like my cabin, which I'll go back to pretty soon, before I end the stream. My cabin over here spans. Oh, it looks really strange from here. My cabin spans 3 claims without any interruption whatsoever, so you can just build seamlessly across them. Although you don't have to connect them, there is a way when you're placing your claim you can walk them over. Like, you see how, like, if this claim perhaps was the original claim, and then they put an additional claim here and additional claim here, 1 and 2, they could pick up 1, delete 1, and put it over here, and then you could delete 2, and then put it over here. Like, you can walk them as long, you just can't leave your buffer zone that you have. Like, you can't ever, like, get farther out than that or expand it. But they don't have to connect. Oh, good. Your client finished downloading. My in-game name is Aradia, Aradiah. Night, Xander. Have a good night. I'm on Serenity's spine. And my claim is very close to the portal. It's right just northwest. West. Opposite of east. Oh, things are happening. Woo! So I imagine what Riley has done is selected this and is smoothing the crap out of it. Good evening, Donovan92065. Well, kind of, but leapfrogging the claims doesn't always go the way you want it to. Yeah, I mean, it does mean that, for example, you can't build in between them, so you can't connect them with like a building. There's the map, Junkin. I'll leave it up for a second. No, it's Charlie. It's ARADIAH. You can see it very faintly right there. I don't know if you can read that though. Oh, right there, actually. Huh, that's much more clear. You can see the. Okay. So with the new smooth tool, I guess smoothing it twice is going to, like, eliminate the voxel. So that would be tough, but presumably we'll be getting more maybe steps in smoothing, and so this would work again. In the meantime, you could at least, if someone has it templated, once they implement building together, which is coming tomorrow during the patch, presumably you could at least find one way or another to basically, you know, like if Riley allowed me to build here and I could like just select this and save it, I would assume, then I could template it myself and then I could use it. So if you find someone who's got it, cooperation. Burp. Yeah, so, you know, the cat's been in my lap for like the last like 20 minutes. I mean, you've seen that. Yeah. Night, Dave. Hopefully you see you tomorrow, or actually just good luck on the patch, man. Just good luck on the patch, and thank you so much for stopping by. It's awesome. Thank you so much for the day bump and for answering our questions. Also awesome. Sorry, I'm just a little jumpy because I heard these very strange squeaky noises, like very squeaky, like sounded vaguely like if you've got sneakers on or something and you like skid across like linoleum and you get that, you know, like that that squeak that you get. Sounded a little like that. Except there's no such linoleum around here. And the deadbolt was unlocked again. It's just freaking me out, okay? It's just freaking me out because this is the second night now that that's happened, and it's just it's hard to. Oh, slash tribal dance. Woohoo! So night, Dave. Girl, get an alarm. Might have to. Good. I'm the only one here. Okay, hold up. Hold up. it's just weird is all. It's just, I mean, I've been living here for like almost 2 years now. Almost 2 years now. No, I had it muted. You wouldn't have heard a darn thing. So you wouldn't have heard a darn thing. It's just a little creepy is all. It's just drunk enough we're dancing because Dave on his exit said /tribal dance, and so we followed orders. Maybe it's a material making unusual noise due to contractions in the cold. It's San Diego, it's not cold. It's like 75 degrees outside. The only thing I can think of is I can't approach because, I guess I could take my slippers off. But if someone's trying to mess with the door, and then like they'd hear me coming towards the door, and then they could just like run outside, because obviously I'm not gonna like stick my face out, so like they could run out of range and out of range, lol, out of outside of the peephole so that I can see them. It's I don't know. It's paranoia, to be honest. It's paranoia because I know the chances that it's something dangerous or bad in any form, the chances of that are very, very low. And I understand that. The logic, my brain understands that. It's just logic doesn't always win. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those, it's just one of those, that's all. So it's just that's all, Yeah. I don't feel like logging in, but for Riley's trying to figure out what the roof thing, some of the Minecraft plot tools work really well. Oh. Too spooky for me. Me too. You know what I thought about getting? Are those little, you can put those little, like, they've got rubber feet. Oh, and by the way, if your materials log in, if the floors log in differently than it's supposed to be, or whatever, if voxels load in whatever, if voxels load in differently than they're supposed to be, if you hit, if you either through the game menu, you can change to window mode and back, or you can hit Alt Enter. You'll change to windowed mode or out of windowed mode, and then do it again. And as long as it reloads the voxels, usually it'll load it incorrectly. Draw a salt circle and get a nightmare catcher and call the Ghostbusters. Yeah, I'm not worried about those threats. I'm worried about the ones that are quite alive and quite conscious of what they're doing and have made some bad choices in their lives. That's who I worry about. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of want to get one of those where they have like rubber feet and they go under the door handle, and it keeps, basically they wedge between the door handle and the floor. It's kind of like the super version of like putting a chair under the door, like, except a lot more effective. And it even from inside, it makes it very hard to open the door, but yet you can kick it out of the way. Like, in terms of safety, you can kick it out of the way really easily. The only thing I don't know is like if you were in trouble, like if I'm a bit young for a heart attack, but if I had some sort of emergency and like, firemen or paramedics or something needed to come in, I don't know how that would work. But for safety, in terms of burglars, it works pretty effectively. So maybe I'll invest in one of those, which I don't think they're even that expensive. Any ex-soccer types? No. Here's Johnny. Always changing in and out when doing video and stuff. Oh, Alt Enter shortcut. Didn't know that. Yeah, I learned that from one of my viewers. Might have been Wick. gonna leave the mic on this time. Just hold up. This is just really, I'm just getting really, because now the cat's freaked out too. Like, she's all puffed up and stuff. Which is actually really hysterical when she gets like that, because she like crab walks. Does anyone's cat do that? Like, where they freak out and they like crab walk? They can break those things if they need to get in and say, do they have tools? Good point. Charlie, don't mess with me. I don't even like horror movies, let alone, yeah, I'm a jumpy person. It's definitely ghosts. I'm not, see, I'm much more concerned about, cats make excellent ghost detectors. Yeah, she probably is just freaking out because I'm freaking out, but get a warm glass of milk or chocolate to calm the nerves. Ooh, that sounds nice. Little bedtime snack. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty appealing. Yeah, Celine, my cat is the opposite of laid back. Yeah, she's pretty hardcore. She's not for the faint of heart. Yeah, I'm much more jumpy, if it's like, much more worried about the human element, I guess. Because I don't live in Fort Knox or anything, but it's definitely like, of all the various apartments you could try to break into, it'd be pretty difficult. There's one door, one point of entry, unless you count the balcony, which I don't, because it would take Spider-Man, and I'm not talking fourth floor. Like, we're good on that front. It's just freaky, is all. My cat cuddles herself when she sleeps. Sirens are outside my place, not yours. Don't freak out. Yeah, I don't know. I need brain bleach to just sort of, and I know they make substances like that. I meant metaphorical brain bleach. Could just call the cops and ask them to do a drive past. Would not be effective in this case. Good thought, though. Yeah. Yes, you can post links. I want to see your kitty. I want to see your kitty. In general, though, it is quite late. I meant to do a short stream. That didn't happen. We went 3.5 hours because that's just the way it goes. So I'm going to head back to my claim. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, guys. Haven't built in a little bit, and I'm feeling the need. I need to end the stream, and I had planned on doing stuff before bed. That's not going to happen anymore. But we'll see. Well, we keep having these small quakes from Mammoth today. Up here in Ramona, we're having the shocks. Really? I didn't know that. I mean, I don't know if I'd feel them down here, though. Ramona's pretty far. Ramona's pretty far from here. And the cats have been ridiculous all day because of it, so who knows? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's possible. This building does sway a lot. Usually I'm pretty aware of when there's some sort of earthquake happening because this building sways a lot. which is good engineering, but it's very disconcerting when it happens. We'll have a good rest and hope to see you soon. Okay, so just to recap, tomorrow morning there will not be a stream. Normally I stream Monday through Thursday and Saturday at 9 a.m. That will not be the case. I will be streaming because I'm on jury duty and I'm serving Uncle Sam. So, tomorrow will be another evening stream. It'll be 7 p.m. And I'm going to do a big freaking giveaway. Not going to be just giveaway. Going to do other stuff too. Going to build and stuff. It's going to, but going to do a little bit of everything. Going to give stuff away. Going to build. It's going to be awesome. So definitely try to be there for that. That's two Trailblazer packs, an Explorer pack, and a whole bunch of Prime Grapplers. So definitely try to be there for that. And I must see, kitty! I love it when kitties have white socks. It's just, it's good. It's good. So pretty. Alright, so yeah, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and definitely, if you haven't already, hit the follow button. It brightens my day, and it lets you know when I'm streaming. With EverQuest with EverQuest Next Landmark, it's pretty predictable. I stream every Monday through Thursday and Saturday at 9 a.m. But I do, like Eve and Minecraft and stuff, those aren't on a schedule, so at least that way you'll be slightly more informed as to when I'm streaming. And also Twitter, I'm on Twitter, so you can check that too. Okay, alrighty. Well, thank you so much, guys. I will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. after the patch. That'll be fun. We'll have some new toys to play with, so that'll be cool. Alright, see you guys. Bye-bye.